The Garage is brought to you by Junk Rescue, soon to be Service Rescue. They just launched Moving Rescue as well. You need something removed, they remove it. You need something moved, they now move it too. Follow them at www.junkrescue.com or contact them at 1-800-732-9209. That's Junk Rescue at 1-800-732-9209. Junk Rescue. Welcome to the Garage with Evan and Friends, brought to you by Man Cave Complex. That's our host site. That's where you get all of our merch. Speaking of merch, Garage 10 for 10% off. Why do we run discounts? Because we love yous. That's why. And it's fun. Who cares? That's why. Get us on all your podcasts, medias. Obviously, you already know that if you're listening to us. Check us out on YouTube. We put up some videos. They're okay. I mean,
average.
I ain't James Cameron. This isn't fucking Avatar here.
I thought you were going to say James Caan. I ain't James Caan.
I ain't James Caan. Who's that talking? Oh, that's my co-host, the Rookie Producer of the Year, Mr. Ryan Rickes.
Hey, you would have thought I learned by now to not say anything until the introduction. But sometimes I get antsy.
Hey, dude.
I got to hop in there.
Hey, you own 50% of this. You chime in whenever the hell you want. I cut you off, you cut me off.
You go.
And we give each other the finger and we go. Let me click camera number 1. That's my face. And just make sure that this beautiful, beautiful trophy is in the background that, I don't know how I won that. How did I win that? Oh, because we had the Shooter Mcgavin Open this weekend.
Hey, you.
It was a blast. That's, if I could sum it up in one word.
Probably get rid of this music, huh?
Yeah, whenever you want to turn off the music, we'll start the show.
Let's start the show.
The best way to describe the Shooter Mcgavin Open this weekend was a blast.
Successful.
It was definitely successful. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was good. So tell them what it was.
It was a 2-man scramble. We had 8 of our friends. 2 of them backed out because that's what they do. So there were 6 of us. Which I didn't want them to back out, but it's almost good that they did because 8 people would have been tight in that condo.
Yeah.
But we would have figured it out. I mean.
Yeah. Would we, like when you were talking to her to book the condo.
Yeah.
Did you originally say 8?
I told her 6, so it would be cheaper.
But did she say that they?
It said it slept 8.
It said it slept.
Yeah.
Okay.
It said it sleeps 6 to 8.
Because that's horseshit.
Yeah, I mean 6 is pushing it.
Like I understand sometimes that they're like, oh no, it sleeps this many because you can sleep on the couch and you can sleep on the.
4 adults and 2 kids.
Yeah,
That's 6.
And even that, there was nowhere else to sleep.
Nah.
Like we used all the spots in the beds and shit.
We had to take the bed off the top bunk and put it on the floor because Embler would have went right through that bitch. That's a fact.
Didn't you say it had a weight limit
she said
on
125-pound limit, which really means it was probably like 180, but she has to protect herself. Anyway.
Where'd she get that thing from? That has a 125-pound limit.
It's bunk beds. Adults don't sleep on bunk beds,
that's a good
yo.
point. No, that's a good point.
Like, what do you want me to tell you? It's for a little kid. If they're a little kid, shouldn't be 125 pounds up there, a little 5-year-old. So
there's some big 5-year-olds out there.
There are some big 5-year-olds. So it was a 2-man scramble, golf outing. We went to Ocean City, Maryland, which was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. 2 of the best courses I ever played, if not the 2 best courses I ever played.
Yep.
The only ones I would ever say I played that were really nice with it was I love Jack Frost up in the Poconos.
Oh, yeah.
I love that one. And obviously Riverton's, mint. It's not, Riverton's still behind them, too.
Right. I feel like you guys overplay Riverton, and we had this conversation up there.
Because it's Riverton?
Right. Just because it's Riverton.
Okay.
And Mark was explaining to me that it's because of
the prestige.
Yeah, and the immaculate fairways and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's groomed.
I don't know.
That's fine.
I gotta play it again.
You do.
I'm playing it again.
The whole
at the
environment
end of
of
July.
Riverton's awesome though. The bar's cool. the fucking.
But ain't that every country club?
Yeah, I mean maybe just because it's a little closer to home.
Yeah.
I don't know. How about this? My wedding was at Woodcrest.
Right.
Beautiful place. Everything was awesome, beautiful. To play around there is like 110. That ain't worth 110. It was beautiful. Wasn't nicer than fucking North Carolina. Or where were we just at? Ocean City, Maryland. Wasn't nicer than them two.
No, but how much would it be to play at Riverton if somebody would get you? I know it's private.
I think 100.
Right, so it's like the same.
Yeah, but I'm saying Woodcrest is 15 more. Riverton's nicer than Woodcrest.
Right, okay.
You played with me at Woodcrest. We all went there before the wedding, yeah.
Yeah, I was there.
That was a real nice place. Anyway, so the two-man scramble was awesome. I was paired up with the Big Kabasi, the other winner. I'm not going to act like I won the tournament for us. I mean, he definitely carried. I made good shots, but he was carrying.
See, that's the benefit of a two-man scramble. Like, you can have one guy.
Explain a scramble. People, girls or any dudes who don't play golf.
So it's basically the best ball. Both, like, say, Ev and I are on the same team. I would tee off, and if I hit it fucking 310 down the pipe and Ev hits it in the trees, then Ev's going to go pick up his ball. He's going to put it right next to mine, and we're going to hit from there. And the next one, if he hits it onto the green and I shank it into the sand, then I'm going to pick mine up and put it next to his, and we're on the green.
Out of the two shots, you pick the best shot, and you play that shot, which is fine because a lot of times you both hit a good shot. You're like, ooh, what angle do you want to play? Which one do you want to do?
Right. This one's way closer, but it's also in the sand.
You were paired up with Embler.
I was.
You guys were out of the tournament by the first 8 holes.
False. False. It was definitely second day that we were out, but we were definitely out.
You were out by a lot.
Yeah. We shot a 101 the second day.
Did you really?
Yep.
All right.
In a scramble, that's
what I shoot by myself.
Yeah, that's disrespectful to the game.
That's disrespectful to the game.
Yeah.
You guys aren't allowed to be partners ever again.
No.
And it's a shame, too, because you ain't that bad.
Yeah, we both played bad. And it was one of those things where, like, you see somebody else playing bad, and then you try to overcompensate, so then you start playing bad, and then you try to overcompensate some more. Like, we were more so in the beginning of the second day when we were down. I think we started out down, like, 7, 8
You
strokes.
guys shot a 94 the first day, maybe?
Something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah, because I think you were 10 behind the leader, and they shot an 84.
Okay. So, like, we had to make up ground, so we were trying to crush the ball, and, like, that's something you can't do
Especially when the first
in golf.
person tees off, and they don't even get by the woman's tee, and you're just like,
yeah,
all right, I guess I got to hit a good one here.
Yeah, and you're playing with somebody who just crushed it, and you're like, here we go, hold on. And then
you guys are hitting the wild shots.
You get to the point where, like,
wild shots.
Like, you've been there before, not this past weekend, obviously, when you guys are playing good, but, like, just where you get to, like, 10, 11, and you're just playing like shit.
Oh, I'm done.
And you're like, fuck this, and you're just swinging, and it's just, you're scraping the ground, you're hitting the ball sideways, you're hitting fucking, and like, any way that something bad could happen is what we did. Embler, any shot that he had the chance to hit in the sand, it went in the sand. He was like fucking 90% going in the sand.
The sand could have been the size of a trash can.
Yep.
And he would have got it in there.
And even when he would fucking crush it one time, and it would bounce and roll and end up in the fucking sand.
Dude.
And you're like, how the fuck does that happen? The one shot he had.
Dude.
We're talking about,
it's crazy,
like,
too, because he's good.
Yeah, yeah. We're talking about, like how does that happen in golf?
He's losing.
The one he hit with an iron, and we were, like, on the edge of the fairway, maybe, I don't know, 150 yards out from the green. And he hit it with an iron, and it literally went, like from where he's standing, it went straight in front of him, like 20 yards. And he was like, how the fuck does that even happen?
Yeah.
Like, what are the physics that you can hit the ball literally straight in front of you instead of to the left, like where you're standing to swing through in golf? Like, how, like, that'd be like in baseball as a right-handed batter hitting the ball and it going directly into the dugout and hitting your coach in the head. Like, how is that even fucking possible?
Oh, shit.
Like, you can pop it up that way, or it can curve. I understand that, but it was like dead straight. But it was just one of those weekends, and that's what we were talking about. Like, if we played this weekend, we might have won. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
But, like,
well, we made the teams as even as we could.
We did, yeah.
Mason and Brian were the other twosome, and they were leading day one.
Yep.
They were up 4, so they shot an 84. We shot at 88. You guys shot at 94, and I think by the by the 9th hole on the second day, we were tied. So we caught up that 4-stroke lead, and then we wound up winning by 6.
You guys shot what, like a fucking 70 on that? You guys shot like straight par.
No, I think I think we shot a 77.
Yeah, I believe it.
And that's because
you guys did that.
And the
had
18th
that bad,
hole, yeah,
like a 7-stroke.
Yeah, on the 18th hole. Damn, dude, we would have shot like 2 under. And don't get me wrong, I wasn't like playing like Tiger, and Woj was playing awesome, but it's not like we were just like straight down the pipe and this. We were just making like long putts and shit. I was like, I don't even know how I made that.
Right. And what helps
I was closing my eyes and swinging.
What helps is timing too, because if
Momentum.
me and my partner hit one good shot and one bad shot for the entire day, say, but we do it offsetting, then we're gonna shoot a fucking 75.
Yeah.
But if we do one good shot and then like off the tee on fucking hole 3, if I stroke it down the pipe and then Ember does the same thing,
you're like, God damn it.
We're picking up the ball and moving it 2 yards.
Yeah.
And then we both hit a bad shot. Like now we have to.
Yeah, it's got to even out.
Right. You have to kind of space out your good shots. I need to hit one, then he needs to hit one, then I need to hit one, then he needs to hit one. You know what I mean? If you're only going to have every other shot.
But it was so fun, dude. And then it's...
Yeah, 2 beautiful courses, Rum Point on Friday.
Oh, awesome place.
We were nervous that... so they have the whole... What do they have? Like maybe 7 holes on the water as you go in.
The water's...
The other sides. Under like trees and stuff like that. But I think it was... Like we were... Ember and I got down there early. We were eating. We had a couple drinks at the bar. Then we go in over to check in, and there's one guy ready to like check people in, and there's another guy behind him, literally just staring at a computer screen of the radar, the weather radar. And I didn't think it was supposed to rain at all. And this guy's staring at the radar, and I was like, "What's going on?" And the other guy that works there is talking to him about it. They're like, "Yeah, I can see the lightning strikes. I don't see much rain, but I can see the lightning strikes," which is worse because
they have to stop.
They have a ton of open space. You can't have and people swinging metal clubs. You can't have lightning going on in golf. It's one thing if it's raining. If it's just raining, if you can tolerate the rain, fucking stay out there.
Yeah.
But lightning, they'll fucking bring you in.
Yeah, and thunder doesn't matter. Thunder you can live with.
And another group came up next to us and like was checking in. And was like, "Is it look like it's gonna rain?" And he was like, "It's coming." And I was like, "Oh shit!" Like I didn't think it was gonna rain at all. And the guy was like, "What was your tee time?" And he said it to the people next to us, and their tee time was 2:07 or something. Like that. Ours wasn't until after 2:30.
Right.
And he was like, "You might not get to the tee box."
Oh.
And I was like, "Whoa," because I thought he was gonna say you might not get through 18.
Yeah.
And if we're on 14 and then it starts like raining hard,
right, you can live with it.
Let's fucking bang it out. See how many we can get in. If not, let's go. You know what I mean? We played 16 of the 18.
Right.
Oh, well.
I mean, it's still a vacation even though it's a tournament.
Right.
Oh, God forbid we got to stop and go drink.
Right. But to say that we don't even get it, they're 20 minutes earlier than us, and they're not even getting to the tee box.
Yeah.
Like to start.
Uh-huh.
It's like, fuck, man. Because there were some black clouds rolling in.
Hey,
but luckily,
didn't do shit.
It drizzled a little bit. There was no lightning. We got through all 18. And like I said, that had maybe 6 or 7 holes along the back that were all along the water. It was beautiful.
Oh, it was awesome.
And then Saturday we played Links at Lighthouse Sound.
Yeah.
And that is much more spaced out course. Like you drive.
You weren't losing balls.
Right. You drive for a solid 30 seconds between, the end of one hole and the start of the other hole, which doesn't sound like long, but put yourself in a golf cart for 30 seconds, you can make it pretty far.
Dude, they had that one long bridge, the longest bridge in the United States.
Yeah, like 2,000 feet or something like that.
Dude, that was fucking cool as shit.
Yeah.
There was mansions on this course. We were in awe looking at these houses on the course.
And that one hole that we took pictures at, they're like signature hole all on the water and shit.
Yeah, looking at Ocean City, Maryland.
And there was a house right there.
Oh.
And I was like, that'd be a nice house to have.
This is life. And it's our vacation house, which
I was
going to
say, there was no one in any of those houses.
It was their vacation houses that I was just ripping shots at.
Because they live their life somewhere else, and then when they can make it down, they go down.
A lot of Adirondack chairs.
They ain't fucking renting those bitches out either.
No, God, no.
They ain't need extra money.
You ain't finding them on Airbnb.
No, sir.
Now, let's just talk about the city of Ocean City, Maryland. I like it. I got no problem with it.
Yeah, I like it too.
Our apartment our condo was right next to the tap house.
Right.
We got some grub there. The food down there was fabulous. I got, really no seafood. I got a tuna sandwich Not like tuna fish. It was like a big like tuna steak sandwich.
Okay.
At Tap House.
So that counts, right?
Yeah, I guess it's seafood. Not really. I mean,
I didn't get any seafood.
You should have got crabs, but I don't mean like actual crabs, but crab cake or something would have done well. But I got that.
Crab cakes and football.
Dude, they had buffalo chicken rolls on. I ain't gonna. First of all, if they're on the menu, I'll find them. 2, they're your special. Yeah, I'll take 2 of them. No, I don't mean 2 egg rolls. I mean 2 orders. That's what I'll do. I'll eat them. The condo's got 2 bathrooms. Sorry, boys, one's taken.
Seat's taken.
We were hungover. We were hungover Saturday morning. People were sluggish.
Do you think people were?
I'm almost positive.
Okay. Sorry.
Because we were out to Mackey. Well, yous were out to Mackey's late. I did a good old dip and see you later.
So you went back to the place by yourself. What'd you do then?
Oh, dude. Oh, did you set me up for this?
I did.
So it's funny you said that because I completely forgot about this. So we're at Mackey's, one of my favorite bars from the first time I went down there. And we walked there. It was probably like a 15-minute walk. We walked a little bit, but we had beers in us, whatever.
Right.
You're chilling and you're just cruising. You're just walking, talking, bullshitting. And we get to Mackey's. It's fun. It's packed. It's cool beach or a cool bar like on the beach. There's tables in the sand. There's all types of shit. Awesome bar. Cool beers. Ran into Amy Cobert, class of 09. Shout out to Amy Cobert. What's up, Amy? So
what's up, girl?
We were looking for you or whatever. It was me and Mason. We'd go up to the like tiki bar out in the thing. I'm like, I was like, Mason, while we're looking for everybody, let's just get a shot. Got 2 shots of Jameson. I was like, 2 shots of Jameson. Dude's like, $19. I was like, said, excuse me, sir. I get it. I get what's going on here. It's a vacation town. Whatever. You can't charge me $8 for the shot. Okay?
They did.
Yeah, no shit they did. I paid it. But I was like, you're only getting $1 tip because it's 19 and I only got a 20. So
I ain't breaking another 5 for you.
You fucked up the way you guys priced this out. But, like, make them 5, dude. Like, that's even a lot. Like, I get it.
That's what you're going to pay around here.
I'm down for that. $18 or $19. Come on,
2
dude.
shots.
I wasn't going to not take them after it, too.
Right.
How about the test tube girls?
If he came up, gave you the 2 shots,
like,
poured them out, and you're like,
in.
nah. Put
it back in, bro. Ain't doing it.
That guy won some. He'll be back up over.
So, then the test tube girls, which are just pretty much Gatorade.
Yeah, well, what they do, for the most part, I don't know if this is what they do, like what Mackey's does, but a lot of times what those bars do is they make a big drink and then pour them into the test tubes. Yeah, so, like, you're getting a piece of essentially a cocktail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're not even really getting a shot. If you were getting a shot like if that was exactly. If that was a full shot of something, like if they make them blue and red, but if it was, Jameson mixed with like a little bit of something that makes it blue or red, all right, I'm with it. But it's a piece of a cocktail basically, and it's not even a full shot itself.
No, there's no way that test tube was. I could have shoved 3 of them up my butt and not even done anything. Like, it would have been comfortable.
But the way it works out is the girls have to buy the trays from Mackey's.
Okay.
They're $2. They sell them for $2 a piece.
Right.
There's 40 shots on the tray.
Yeah.
They have to pay the bar $80. Guess what? 40 times 2 is 80.
But do they have to sell them for $2? Or can they sell them for 3?
They could probably sell them for whatever they want, but if one girl's selling them for 2 and one girl's selling them for 5, I'm going to be like, I'm going to wait for her.
Well, we bought them off one girl, and we told the other girl to scream. I know that's for a fact. That girl with the perm. Say, hey, yo, boy George, get the fuck out of here.
Scream! Yeah!
Anyway, so they come up to you, and it's, I understand what they're trying to do, if that's, shout out to the bartenders out there, but when you come up to me and approach me, like, all right, yeah, it's, what'd she say?
$2 a shot plus tip.
Yeah, $2 a shot plus tip. I was like, so you're already putting you're forcing me to tip you. I was going to tip you.
Right.
I tip everybody.
Right. We already heard that you tipped the bartender $1 for the shots.
Yeah. Well, that was his fault. Bad price. He should have said a different price. But, like, the way you just, you know what I mean? Like, you say to me, oh, yeah, $2 plus tip. I'm like,
right, but that's...
I'm like, all right, well, what do you want tipped?
That's why she said it like that, because if you just gave her $2 for each one, she doesn't make any money.
All right, so
which is kind of fucked up. Which is kind of fucked up in the first place.
Yeah, I guess, because if she would have gave me 6, which would have been 12, I probably only would have gave her $15.
Right.
All right, but still, I don't know. The way she said it, I was just like,
no, I'm with you.
It
I'm with you.
Anyway.
But yeah, they wouldn't make any money.
So goes through the night, and golf is not like an extreme sport where like you're playing basketball and you get like that type of tired. You're out in the sun all day. It was like 95 degrees both days, and you do get exhausted. I mean, it's 4.5 hours around, 5 hours around, and that's us
and you're just standing out in the sun like sweating.
Yeah, and drinking too. So. So I just hit my wall that I usually do. I don't know what time it is, 12:30. I'm like, all right, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Don't say anything to anybody. I dip out. Get my Lyft driver. Get in the car with my Lyft driver, and it's this sweet little angel. I forget his name, but shout out to this sweet little angel boy. He was gay. I mean, I'll just say it. There's not that I care, but like just trying to describe the driver. Definitely like a gay, younger, I would say he's probably like 21. I mean, he probably told me his age. Anyway, super sweet guy, nice and shit. I was like, oh, what's up, man? He's like a little timid. I guess he might have been like maybe a little scared because I just hop in the front seat. I'm not sitting in the back seat of an Uber.
Right.
It's not happening. And I don't mean scared like I was going to beat him up or anything, but whatever.
Right.
I get in the car. I've been
fucking
drinking all day. I'm like, oh, I got tattoos. So people are just like, ah! Easy.
Oh, you don't work?
Yeah. Oh, you got a tattoo? So what? You don't work? So I get in, I was like, oh, man, what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And we sit there and start chatting, and we're cruising. And I don't know how we got into this conversation, whatever. Because you know me, I'll just say the dumbest shit to him and we'll just start talking.
And it's not a far drive, mind you. It's maybe 10 streets.
Yeah. Well, yeah, right. And
in a car, so.
Somehow Paramore gets brought up. The band Paramore. I love Paramore.
Yeah, who doesn't?
I was like, yo, you
band.
like Paramore? I don't know if he had like on like Pandora or something, and I seen something. I don't know why Pandora or Paramore was brought up. I was like, oh, you like Paramore? He's like, oh, my God, I love them. I was like, no.
No, you don't.
I was like, no. I was like, they're like my favorite band. I mean, they're not, but.
They are now.
They are.
For the,
He's
for
like,
the,
really?
the purpose of this story,
I was like, yo, put on some Paramore for the ride home. He's like, oh, okay. So, and he's like scrolling through like their playlist, and I was like, what? I'm like, Still in the U. Put on Still in the U. Me and him were belting Paramore. I might have even made him do a lap around the block if I.
Okay, that makes more sense because you were talking more about this story.
Yeah,
and I was like,
I'm almost positive.
It's a 2-minute drive.
Yeah,
maybe.
I'm almost positive. I was like, yo, do a lap around the block. So we can. The song wasn't over yet. I was like, yo, do a lap around the block. So we're sitting there screaming, I got by the butterfly. You know how the song goes.
Yeah,
Still into you. And then he fucked me. And then what happens is I was like, all right, well, you know, I'm married, so just like. You know, you can't say anything. So when on your well, we use the condom.
On your podcast.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't say anything. I won't say anything on my podcast.
So, shout out to the Uber driver who banged me. And no, but he was a super nice guy, and it was just funny that we were just because I completely forgot about it. So we sang Paramore. So I go upstairs, and I'm still like feeling groovy. I'm just like, yeah, Paramore, woo! And I go up, and obviously I'm starving.
Right.
So I go through my phone.
Well,
what?
No, I was going to say.
What?
So, you're home. We're finishing up at the bar. And sometimes it's kind of hard to, I don't want to cut you off, but sometimes it's kind of hard to get a whole group of people going. Like, if some people want to stay, and that's fine.
Right, that's why I just leave.
But, like, a couple times I was like, all right, I'm out of here. And then somebody would be like, no. Somebody's whatever is up at the bar getting everyone beers.
Yeah.
Like that one time,
you want to leave a beer early, but someone got you a beer.
Brian's getting you a beer, and I was like, "Oh, Justin's getting you a beer. Oh, Mark's getting you a beer." You know what I mean? So I stuck around, and then I was like, "All right, this is nobody buying more beers for me. At least
close the tabs.
I'm leaving." And that was probably like 1:45. And then you're home. We don't know what you're doing. We don't really care. It's okay.
Yeah. I was cleaning up.
We stopped at a place that has like chicken fingers and ice cream. I got myself.
You guys stopped at like a fucking side carnival.
Yeah, I got myself a chicken finger sandwich and a milkshake.
Oh my God, that is the chicken finger sandwich is dope. There's no way I want a fucking milkshake at the end of the night.
I like milkshakes,
drinking.
dude. I don't know what to tell you.
Everybody likes milkshakes.
They're like, yeah, you can get this $8 milkshake, and I was like, yeah, I'll take it. So I finished that. Everybody else doesn't eat their fries because I guess
Bryce
they're
said
all.
He got a milkshake too.
I guess everyone else is on diets because they weren't eating their fries, so I was eating everybody's fries, scarfing them down.
It's hard not to eat fries when
about to fucking throw up. Yeah,
fries are nice.
So then we get back to the place, And Embler opens up the door to the room that you were sleeping in, and you weren't there. And we're like, or Embler was like, Ev's on the room. Where's he at? Did anybody talk to him? I walk around the bed, and there you are sleeping on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
all the beds are open because you are the only one in there.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. I didn't start on the bed or on the floor.
Okay.
So what happened was when I got home, I was also hungry, and we didn't bring anything down but coolers of beer.
Right.
I was like, dude, we're not bringing shit. We're not putting on more money because I don't feel like cleaning out the fridge and shit. We're 6 grown men. We can fend for ourselves. We can eat.
There's going to be bars.
There's going to be food everywhere. Whatever. You can just figure it out. So I'm sitting there. I was like, I'm fucking starving. I was like, oh, let me surprise the guys. So I go on Google, and I'm like, all right, pizza. Who doesn't love pizza when you're drinking? Nobody. And if you don't, you're not my friend. Lose my number. Go fucking die somewhere. So I'm like, all right, let me get 2 pies. I find this one place. They're open till like 4 in the morning. I was like, fuck it, perfect. I don't know where the street. We were on like 35th Street or some shit, wherever we were. 36. So I figured the place was somewhat close. I think I even Googled that 35th Street pizza. So what was close?
Right.
Find a place.
I think we were like 43rd, third.
And and this is a good call on me. Thank God, because I usually never have cash. I always use my card. So ordering pizza, I got a large cheese, the gold standard. And then I was like, all right, let me get like a meat. I'm not a huge pepperoni. I like pepperoni, but it fucks up my stomach. But I was like, everyone likes sausage, right?
Right.
Let me get a sausage.
Kind of meat on it.
So I got a large cheese and a large sausage. She's like, all right, you want to pay with your card or cash? And for some reason, I had cash on me. I think I got cash out at the golf course. I was like, oh, how much is it? She was like, whatever, $28, $29. I was like, oh, fuck it. Yeah, I said, don't worry about it. I got cash. There's a code to get into the front door, so, call me when you're here. I'll just come down and get it. I should have gave him the code.
Probably.
Because
you still wouldn't know it.
Because I hung up the phone and immediately fell asleep on the couch. Immediately.
On the couch?
On the couch.
Okay,
where
so
I called
in the bed. Okay.
Not in the bed. So I don't know what happened.
You think you would have woke up if the dude would have rung the doorbell?
I woke up off the couch. Dude, so...
It's all coming back.
My blanket was still in my car.
Okay.
I never brought up my pillow and blanket bag.
Okay.
So I definitely ordered the pizza. Went downstairs.
No shit.
Went downstairs, got my pillow and blanket out of the car, threw it in the bedroom. Now, I don't know if I threw it in the bedroom before I fell asleep on the couch. I'm assuming I went to the car, got the shit, brought it back up, and sat on the couch waiting for them. But I fell asleep on the couch. And then I still wake up before you guys get home off the couch. Don't think about anything and just walk right to the blanket and pillow and just collapse on the floor.
So now we're home. We find you on the floor.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's the end of the night.
That's the end of the night. That's the end of my night for sure.
I wake up the next day. Ev turns and looks at me and says...
By the way, there's nothing better than waking up in a house with 6 dudes with raging boners in the morning. I want to talk about a good old cock call.
I wake up and Ev turns to me and says, what's the chances that there's pizza out there? Now, immediately in my head, I'm thinking, oh, he thought we brought pizza home. And I was like, no, we didn't. We stopped somewhere else. We got, like, chicken tenders and shit. And we threw it all, like, we threw the empty boxes out because I ate all the French fries.
I grabbed my phone and I seen the missed calls. I was like, oh, fuck.
So he was like, what's the chances that there's pizza out there? And I was like, no, we didn't get any pizza. And he was like, no, I did. And I was like, whoa, what happened?
Because in my head, too, I'm thinking, oh, fuck, they came home and ate it all and I didn't even get any.
I was like, well, what happened? And he was like, I think I ordered pizza, and the guy came and called me, and I was passed out. So I guess he left. And I was like, they weren't going to leave it by the front door.
Damn. But that's what I'm saying. Thank God I didn't pay with my card.
Yeah.
Because then that would have been $30 worth of pizza that we didn't even get.
Nope. We've been calling him the next day and be like, yo, you never delivered that pizza?
Where's that pizza, though?
We'll take breakfast pizza.
I can't imagine. I do imagine that probably happens a lot.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I can't imagine. Yeah, I can't be the only dude who's ever. They probably want people to pay on their card.
Yeah. So that they
should probably be like after midnight, you can only pay on your card.
That'd be smart.
It would be smart. I'm a business guy.
Yeah.
So I was sitting there.
Because then they could take that back, and if somebody else orders a fucking cheese pizza, just run that bitch up.
Yeah, heat it up real quick. And here's the thing. Like, I'm not a huge I like breakfast and shit, but, like, I usually don't eat till, like, 11-ish. So I wake up and I didn't eat until like since dinner, and I don't know what time we got back to eat dinner, 6 or something. So I haven't eaten in over 12 hours. I'm like, oh boy. So I'm looking around and people were hurting. People were hungover.
Okay.
Of course we were.
I think people. I don't know if it was hungover or just like sluggish. Like,
Mason wasn't fucking moving.
Yeah.
He was wrapped up. Him and Brian were sharing that bed, sharing a sleeping bag. Somebody got something on them. Somebody woke up with something sticky on them by accident.
Mason said he didn't have anything to make the bed or anything to like sleep on. He had to sleep on the mattress. So instead of doing that, he just slept on the inside of his sleeping bag and then so he was basically wearing the sleeping bag like you would normally wear a sleeping bag to sleep.
Like a centipede.
And halfway through the night, I guess, Brian got cold. So he grabbed the sleeping bag off of Mason and pulled it onto him. So now Mason's laying on one side of the sleeping bag, and Brian has the other side over top of him.
Yeah.
So instead of Mason taking it back and them fighting back and forth for the remaining 8 hours until they wake up, Mason just got on the other side of it, and they just used it as like a overhead blanket. But Brian straight stole the shit from him. He was like, this is mine.
That's fantastic.
So we get up the next morning.
And I need breakfast.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. Our tea time's not till 11:30. I wake up early. Actually, we were all pretty up early. I mean, Mason was dead. I mean, Woj and Embler were stuck in their fucking their dungus dungeon.
You don't imagine.
Dude,
it
was pitch black in there, and they were. And I said something.
Just
I was like,
farts?
you can imagine how bad that room smells right now. Just dungus dungeon. And Mason's like, yeah, I might meet you for breakfast. I was like, you ain't doing shit. You said you weren't hungry, so I kind of forced Brian. I was, Brian, you hungry? He's like, oh, kind of. I was like, all right, let's go.
You and me, let's go.
And we go to this breakfast spot, which is a banging place. There's another place that we went in the last time we were there. Barn 34 on 34th Street, and it's packed. And I packed, so I pull up and we park. I had to pay like $5 for parking. I was like, oh, come on, Brian. I was like, there's only 2 of us. There's like a lot of families here. Maybe we walk in. There's a bar there. I was like, oh, thank God. We'll just eat at the bar. So we walk in and right in, banging. And I'm sitting there, get a coffee, fucking get that out of the way. And then we just start having cocktails. And I'm sitting there, and it's such a beautiful day. I got this nice biscuits and gravy. He got like a breakfast burrito that was the size of this fucking keyboard. He was like, dude, I wasn't even that hungry. Look at this thing. I was like, dude, that looks like...
He said he took 2 bites and wrapped it up.
I was like, that looks like a Lucha Libre's calf. Like, that thing was humongous. And so whatever, I have a American Mule. You're a mule guy.
That's right.
Which was like Tito's and whatever, lime and lemon. Delicious. It was absolutely delicious. And I'm sitting there. It's like 10 at this point, maybe even 9:45. I'm like, dude, it's a beautiful day. It's warm. I'm sitting there thinking in my mind, I'm like, I'm going to be drunk before we even golf.
No question.
I'm like, there's no way I'm going to stop it. It's so fucking nice. I'm on vacation. This is awesome. So we get back to the place. I think we have another beer, and everyone is hanging out. I think Woj and Embler went to the Tap House, which was the bar next to us to get breakfast there.
Mason went.
And then you guys went, and me and Brian are just on the deck having beers. I was like, dude, I don't even want to golf right now. I'm like, it's this fucking vacation. This is just nice.
Yeah.
Because, like, the little tunes on in the morning, day drinking's my shit. I love day drinking. I could really care less about the nightlife. I'd rather go to bed at thunderstorms. Thunderstorms alert, sorry. Yeah, like, I could care less about the night. If I go to bed at, like, 8 and can just wake up and start drinking at, like, 11 and do the whole day thing, I'm in. I'm a big day drinker. The night, I have no interest in the night.
Right.
The night does nothing for me. First of all, the night is nothing but trouble. You get in trouble. Fights. I'm not looking for chicks, so there's no reason to.
Right.
I'm not in the. So. I don't know. The night is just. I get tired because I was drinking all day, but
mostly.
Yeah.
So, Mason and I went and meet Mark and Justin at the Tap House.
Yeah.
And I'm bald.
Sure are.
I know I'm going to be outside all day.
Yeah.
I ain't wear a hat.
No,
I wasn't bringing...
You don't like hats. It's unbelievable.
I don't know.
Get a bucket hat at least.
Yeah, I need to get one. So we're walking up to the Tap House.
Because you don't get tan really either, do you?
Well, I'll get tan a little bit, but...
Blister up, though. You get blistery.
Dude, my arms are just as tan as your legs.
Sure,
Shut
guy.
Up. So we're walking up, and Mason turns and looks at me and says, "Did you put suntan lotion on?" I said, "First off, stop it, Mom. I control my own skin.
Yeah.
Second off, no. So we need to make sure that we're not in the sun. We walk out. They're sitting outside. There is one table with no umbrella not under the coverage of the bar.
Oh,
and guess who's fucking sitting there?
Yep.
Mark and Justin.
Yep.
So we walk up, we sit down with them, and immediately get back up and go to the bar.
Justin takes it to the grain, too. His hair is short.
Yeah, he does.
He'll get a burn on.
We immediately walk up to the bar. They had orange crushes on special.
Ooh.
Let me get one.
That goes great with breakfast.
Well, I wasn't eating because I had 8,000 fries the night before.
And a milkshake. So I was not hungry at all. So can't
I
even poop after that. Milkshake just clog you up. Peanut butter milkshake clogged up the hole.
So I had a couple of those, and then I see Justin. They came to the bar, too, and they sat down the other end. There was people, and they were like, we can move. And then we were like, no, fuck them.
Oh, you guys didn't even sit together?
Yeah, and we were yelling across the bar, and like they were involved and shit, too. It was funny. But I see Justin's drinking something that's like tan, and I was like, what you got there? And he was like, those hard Arnold Palmers. I was like, yeah, let me switch to that.
Yeah, it's nice.
Finish that.
Arnold Palmer's nice.
Finish that. It's almost time to go. Like, we got to walk back, we got to get ready, and we got to drive out.
Well, the second golf course was really close to our house, so we definitely did that well.
I'm walking back, and I'm like, I'll tell you, I get 1-2 more drinks in me, I'm going to be drunk again.
Yeah.
Because
absolutely.
I'm not sober.
Nah.
You're
already starting at like
sober.
25% or whatever it was.
Exactly. Have a couple cocktails, and then all of a sudden you get a couple beers, and you're done.
And I knew that the golf course the second day was, because the golf course the first day was like a 25-minute ride. So obviously I was like, all right, tame yourself. Don't start drinking hard until after golf, because I brought my car, so I'm leaving from the golf course.
Right.
So I was like, all right, have your whatever, 4 beers, whatever you were doing, 5 beers, and then you'll be fine. Take the drive, and then once you get to the tap house, park it, get the house, start boozing.
Right.
Well, I knew the second day we were only 8 minutes from the house. I was like, well,
you got a couple more.
We can do more than 5. But I won the championship, so I didn't even drive home. I said, Mason, you blew a 10-point fucking stroke lead or whatever the fuck. We beat you by 10, being down 4. You driving my car back.
No question. Dude,
the clubhouse was dope.
Yeah, it was.
At the second golf.
And so the second one, the Links of the Lighthouse Sound, we're putting our bags in, and I don't even know if you saw this, but like they had that whole outdoor thing.
That was awesome.
It had all the ads
TV.
and stuff on it, but like the big TV and like the outdoor furniture and shit.
It was simply too hot to sit there and watch TV.
Yeah, there was no one out there.
100 degrees. It was 100 degrees.
And there was no one after us for another hour.
So all 6 of us got to play together. Now, for the golf, you're only supposed to do foursomes. We're like, dude, there's nobody behind us for an hour. We're playing best ball. He's like, all right, well, there's, a tee time behind you, like 45, 50 minutes behind you. I was like, we'll be all right.
Yeah.
We're playing best ball. We're cruising. Even though we let 2 twosomes go ahead of us.
Right, because they probably weren't on the schedule. They were walk-ins, and they let them go out.
So then after the last hole, whatever, we have our things, our trophies and shit, and we go into the clubhouse. We're like, let's just go eat in the clubhouse. We're so close to the house. We'll have beers in here, and they had banging food.
Right, and that's what you forget. Like, it's still a golf course. It's still they still need good food.
Oh, dude, the food was awesome.
You know what I mean?
Chicken
Like,
salad before the day even started.
I got it, and I was like, I assume that this is going to be okay, but it's banging food because it's
a country
golf
club.
course.
Yeah, it's a country club.
They're obviously going to have good
$100 to play here. The food, the chicken fingers and the tacos better be decent.
Exactly.
They love Old Bay down there.
They do.
Old Bay on everything.
But Old Bay's good, dude.
It's okay. I'm not the biggest Old Bay guy. Whether that's because I worked at Chickies and I got a little, they don't use Old Bay, I get it, but you know what I'm talking about. It's kind of Old Bay.
You think you think that you can't put Old Bay on everything, and then you realize that you can put Old Bay on
Dude, they put it on like the rims of the beer. I'm like, will you knock it off? I don't want a fucking Bloody Mary.
Only
here.
if you got Natty Bows, dude.
They're disgusting.
You were chugging them at Mackey's, not this time, but last time we went down there.
You know what, dude? You don't have to tell all my secrets, all right? I say it sucks. Don't tell everybody about the time I was fucking butt funneling them.
Speaking of which, I forgot Mackey's had the pound or the 24-ounce joints.
Yeah, we didn't get any of them.
No.
I think because
I just remembered it right now.
Because honestly, I don't think I bought a beer there.
Oh, so you were just mooching.
I think so.
I get it.
Well, every time.
Well, because it was
I bought Mark a beer.
That's why you left, because it was your turn to buy, and you were like,
on
that note.
I think I bought me, Mark, and Amy a beer because me and Mark were getting a beer. He's like, oh, that's Amy Coburn. Well, plus I bought that $20 shot for fucking Mason.
You didn't buy it for me?
No, I didn't, because you were in the sand with your fucking shoes off playing foot castles. And
somebody has to.
Yeah, I think I got us a drink, but
yeah. So after we finished there, We went home, and people were wiped.
Oh, we were wiped. Should I answer the call live on the podcast? Yeah, we were wiped out. The second night,
Yeah.
I just boozed through it. I was like, just booze through it. Just booze through it. I mean, we turned it on at the clubhouse. We were having a good time.
Right.
But then, like, I kept going, and maybe somebody, I guess you were still drinking. I know somebody else was still drinking.
Yeah, I still
But, like,
beers.
Embler stopped because he had to drive. Mark was fucking whooped. Brian was whooped, but he sallied up. We all went out, so we went to this fucking dump.
And we walked by it, and I knew not to go in because we had stayed there before. And I knew what kind of bar.
It was not my fault we went in there.
Here's the thing. That's the kind of bar that even if you're staying there, because it's a bar attached to a hotel, even if you're staying there, you don't want to drink at that bar. Like, that's how shitty that fucking bar is.
And I love dive bars, and I knew walking up, I was like, ooh, boy.
And I was like, no, that's not
boy.
where we should go. No,
Now,
no,
let's just say
no.
Let's just say it was 85 degrees out. We walked into the bar. It was 97 in there.
At least.
I
Because
said,
when I came
"Oh!"
out and opened the door, it felt amazing.
Yeah, it felt like I was hit with water.
Yeah.
So we walked in. I was like, oh, shit, they got the
Finnegan's, by the way.
Yeah.
Finnegan's.
I was like, oh, they got the boilers on in here, huh? What a fucking dump.
It
Mark
was just
ordered-
cracking fucking jokes the entire time
Oh,
we were there.
dude, I
dude.
disrespected this place so bad. The bartender, she didn't know anything. I don't know if she knew where she was. She was so dumb.
Yeah.
She didn't know shit.
No.
Mark ordered food from the fucking place.
Yeah.
He's
And then
like,
was
"Yo,
like,
you-"
does anybody want any of these?
I was like, no, what were they, soaked in rat blood? I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Then Ev sees a guy that he knows
Yeah.
come in, and he's like, oh, what are the chances that I see you in this fucking dump bar in Ocean City, Maryland?
Yeah. Shout out to Kevin
Look at-
McCluskey.
I look at the people around, they're all fucking cracking up.
Kevin McCluskey comes rolling in, literally comes rolling in the wheelchair, just comes banging through like the wavy doors. I was like, oh shit, look at this dude in the wheelchair just killing it. And all of a sudden I was like, Kevin McCluskey, I was like,
I know that motherfucker.
yo! I was like, what's the fucking chances? I see a fucking American hero, a fucking G.I. Joe, my brother's friend, Kevin McCluskey, in Ocean City, Maryland, in this dump.
Yeah.
Dump.
They had those portable air conditioners
I was
stationed
like,
all
what the
around.
fuck? I was like, how did? Then went over. He tried. I ordered 2 beers, and I was like, and he wanted a Jameson, so I was like, oh yeah, 2 shots of Jameson too. She came back with my 2 beers, and just
That's it.
that was it.
Her job was done.
Yo, he freaked out. He's like, 25 minutes for a fucking Jameson. Just wheeled out again. I was like, all right, see you, Kev.
And she was oblivious. Like,
She had
didn't
no
even
idea.
think
She didn't
that
know what the hell was going on.
he was yelling
Yeah,
at
he
her.
wasn't
like,
wrong. I was like, seriously, do I
Oh,
have to
no,
go
no,
behind
but
there?
that's what I'm saying. She didn't even know that he was yelling at her.
No,
'Cause she had no fucking clue.
no.
The people across from us, the girl was like, I put down $5 for change because you had to pay for pool.
Oh yeah, that's
She was like, I put down $5 for change, and you just took it and didn't say anything. And the bartender was like, I don't know where.
I gave you
I don't
$5.
know where it would
need-
have went.
20 quarters.
She was like, I need change for that $5 that you took from here. Remember, I said I needed change, and you just took it and didn't do anything. She was like, I didn't even go to the register. And the girl was like, exactly.
Give me my change.
So can you go to the register
fucking
and give me
wench.
my change? She was like, I don't even know where I put it. Guess where it was? In her fucking pocket.
Hey, bar wench, get me the quarters.
Obviously, it's in your pocket. If you didn't go to the register and it's not still on the counter,
You wench.
you try to take it. And she got her quarters, I don't know, fucking 10 minutes later.
Anyway, so we finally wind up leaving that dump. And Mark packs it in. He's like, I'm done. Because we're going to this karaoke place down the street. And then you were just like, oh, fuck it, I'm done too.
Yeah. I honestly called it a night. Well, because we had came out of our room, walked to the left. I don't know, 10th Street, something like that.
Right.
And then we're going to walk back another 22 or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was going to rain. And people were already running out of gas. I was like, dude, I'm just going to end up fucking walking around. We're never going to go anywhere. Then we're going to get an Uber home because it's raining.
Yeah.
I'll beat them to the punch. I'll be upstairs, and then they'll be back in fucking 15 minutes anyway.
Yeah, you fucked up.
So so in my head, I made the right move because I'm sitting out on our back deck, which overlooks the water,
Great view.
with beers and music.
Great view.
I'm having a good time by myself.
Oh, absolutely.
Because Is there anything better than
No.
sitting on your deck,
No.
especially with a good view like that, with beers and music?
Nope.
I'm having a fucking blast.
No, I would have loved to sit up there and hung out with you.
And I thought that you guys were going to be back in fucking 15, 20 minutes. Then I went to bed later, and you still weren't.
Yeah, we showed up at like 2. We had a fucking blast. We wound up at this. I wound up seeing McCluskey again, wheelchairing down the street. I was like, yo! So we caught up with him.
And because it also down fucking poured. It downpoured hard.
Not until we got to the karaoke place.
Okay.
So his place was right near the karaoke place. I went into his place to see like a couple of my brother's friends. They were in there doing, I don't know what. It just seemed like disheveled in there. I was like, all right, we're just going to get out of here. You guys are doing your thing, so whatever. And plus, Brian and Mason were in the corner with me, and I was like, they don't know anybody here. I was like, let me just get the fuck out of here. I came in here and said, hey. So we got out of there, and then we go to the karaoke place down the street. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't like the greatest karaoke place in the world, but we get in there, and there's music on and shit, so it's all these picnic tables. I forget the name of it. I don't even know, whatever. And, there's people in there. We're talking to people. I will say the selection of songs were not exactly...
There's an art to choosing a good karaoke
Yeah,
song.
don't play fucking Chop Suey by System of a Down.
Or
Wake
do.
Back up. Put the kids up on the table. I was like, all right, well, you know what? This isn't going to cut it, guys.
Or do play Chop Suey because
I was like, this
isn't
going to fucking cut it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you need a song that's upbeat. You need a song that people can sing along to. And you need a song that people know. You can't choose the fucking 18th song on the beat side of fucking Bruce Springsteen's second album.
Yeah, I don't want to hear fucking Hell's Bells side,
like,
too.
You can't do that.
No.
You need something. You need to sing. If you're going to sing Bruce Springsteen, sing fucking Born to Run or something.
Right.
Born in the USA.
Yeah.
Like, sing something that people are going to sing along to and know.
Well, Mason signed me up, so I was going to do a song, but it just took too long. I was like, yeah, I'm down. I'll get like a party song.
How many people would you say was there? Estimate 50, 100, 1,000, a million?
50. The place probably holds, I don't know, the place is kind of big. All the tables were like picnic benches. It was kind of cool, and then there was a pool table in the corner. I would say there was probably, there was way more than 50 people there. There's probably like 80 people there.
Was it crowded? Like, did it feel crowded?
It didn't feel crowded, but you find your table and then don't move from it.
Or
like, we weren't sitting at
someone's
the
gonna
picnic
take it.
table. We were sitting at like a, like one of those like high tops that was near the pool table. So like,
So you
talking
find
to
your
people around us, you know.
find your table or someone's
Yeah.
going to take it type thing?
Kind of.
Okay.
But like, we'd walk to the bar and come back and nobody took the table. But
Right.
like, I don't like leaving my card open. But like, I was
Right.
like, all right, let me just leave this card open. I told the bartender, I said, if there's not one fucking drink that I order on that, like, because they like to just add drinks on the like random checks. Like, they'll buy their friends a beer and put it on. I was like,
Or somebody will walk up and be like, yeah, that dude said he can buy me a
yeah.
beer.
I was like, I'm gonna come back there and I'm gonna fuck you up. Like, don't put a fucking extra drink on.
Don't
there.
do it.
Yeah. But like, we found like groups of people. There was cool people around us and like all this shit, and we were just like, having fun and just like, whatever. I was waiting for the song, and then finally got to the point where like, all right, let's get the fuck out of here. So like, whatever. We wound up leaving, and then we stopped at Tony Luke's, and usually the satellite like versions of Tony Luke's are just complete shit.
Right.
So me, Brian, Mason,
And not just Tony Luke's.
anything,
Chickies,
yeah.
fucking,
Chickies,
it
all
don't
yeah.
matter.
I was like, all right, well, it's right here. Let's just get it. Get a fucking cheesesteak and get the hell out of here. It was banging.
Was it banging because you were hammered?
Yeah, of course.
Right.
I was fucking hammered. And I was like, Tony Luke's isn't even like really known for their cheesesteaks. They're more of like a pork and all that
Right.
shit. Dude, it was phenomenal. Complete mix up at the register. Because I ordered a chicken cheesesteak with fried onions. So it just so happened that me, Evan, and Ethan, and a Kevin all ordered
Like
within 5 minutes. So she was like, Ethan, and we all looked at each other. I was like, all right, whatever. And then they're like, Kevin, and like, we just all grabbed, and I got the wrong one. I went up eating like a cheesesteak hoagie, but we were all looking at each other like, oh, I don't fucking know. I just took it and just
who
ate
cares?
it. Yeah. And
No
then
reason to check it, guys.
just
This is
went-
pretty. I'm pretty sure this
And just
is
went
fine.
home and passed out. Mason and he said him and Brian stayed up for a little bit, but I was like, I walked in and just, that was it. I was toast.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
And then it was Sunday. Wake up.
I mean, the drive home fucking blows.
Yeah, wake up,
Ocean
pack,
City,
and
Maryland's
then
great,
leave.
but a 3-hour ride is not what I want to do. I wasn't hungover, but I definitely wasn't.
And that's like the limit, like a 3-hour drive.
Oh, any more, I would die.
Then it starts getting into like, I think I'm gonna fly.
That's why you Uber chopper.
Yeah,
And that's why he said Emily made the right move driving home, so at least he can split his time because he has to go back to Connecticut. And I was like, you know what, you're right.
Yeah, and that's what I said to him. I was like, listen, obviously I want you to stay. I want to hang out with you.
Of course.
But You got to go.
I don't know how Brian woke up because he was out with us. We didn't get home. No, we left that karaoke place because I remember I texted Chelsea right when I left. I was like, all right, blah, blah. I'm getting something to eat and I'll be home. And that was at like 1, maybe like 12:45. So we probably got home. We ate. Probably got home like 1:30.
Right.
I don't know how he woke. They woke up at like 6:15 and rolled out.
And he drove.
Ooh.
Well, I assume he drove. It was his car.
I mean, I would have got up, but I've been like, Mark, you're driving for sure.
No question. But I don't know.
All right, well, that was Ocean City Merlin drink or story.
That was the Shooter Mcgavin Open.
The Shooter Mcgavin Open.
One of the champions.
One of the champions.
That's why I had to wear this shirt because
you won the basketball.
It's a basketball champion.
Which is
I wasn't gonna fucking.
Which is very important.
Yeah, damn right. Dude.
It's something we can't really talk about on the podcast because people would fall asleep.
Yeah,
but
because there's no cool stories with it. It's just,
no, it's just your team was the best.
We played basketball and my team won.
Your team was the best team this year and you guys won.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we'll be back after the break.
Let's go.
Boom, baby. Hey, man, how are you? So, back from a nice bathroom break. How you doing? There's a lot of things to talk about, but we were just discussing, like, we might have to break them up into, like, individual, like, bonus episodes.
Yeah.
NBA free agency is this... That's going to be, like, its own little episode. We'll do, like, a 45-minute to an hour thing.
Right,
and we'll
just bang it out. With maybe no top 5. Maybe not even a top 5 in it.
You can do an action shot.
That way.
Right.
Or,
just so, like, it's
right,
for the people who want to hear about
exactly. If you're interested in it, you can listen to it. If you're not interested in it, then
it's
you
fine.
Don't have to listen to it.
We're not going to throw it in the regular episode. So we wanted to do that, and we also were discussing like this was last week. We were discussing that we wanted to do like a
TV episode,
like TV shows that we were really into, but we're not really.
The three that we wanted to talk about, or that you wanted to talk about, I should say, was the Bob Lazar documentary.
Yeah.
The Society.
The Society. Mm-hmm.
And
When They See Us. And you haven't seen any of them.
And
so,
I was saying I'm one episode into When They See Us.
Right.
I haven't seen The Society at all.
Mm-mm.
And I am 45 minutes into the Bob Lazar documentary. So it's probably not going to happen anytime
right.
soon.
So we'll chit-chat a little bit now.
Right. So
not about Bob Lazar.
Right.
Because I want to get somebody on to talk about Bob Lazar with us.
Mystery guest.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, I guess I'll ask him tomorrow when I see him. But we'll do that. See if we can get him
Who's
on.
the mystery guest?
It doesn't matter.
We haven't done that one in a while, so I had to throw that in there.
So we'll do that. You haven't seen When You See Us?
Yeah, like I said, I'm one episode into that. So am I supposed to be?
I don't know. But so When They See Us was very good. 4-part series.
It's hard to watch, is what it is.
Is that why you haven't finished it?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
And you're not going to finish it then, probably.
I mean, I'll try to get to it, but like
it's hard to watch because it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, and I think that's the goal of it. Like it's supposed to be
uncomfortable.
uncomfortable.
It's a true story, so I can imagine for the family and what really happened. So
right, it's supposed to be uncomfortable, so that's why it is uncomfortable. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through it.
All right, so When They See Us is about the Hudson 5 or the Harlem 5. Central Park 5. Lana, yeah, come on. The Central Park 5. Kids who were falsely... Now, here's the thing. Obviously, they were falsely accused. This is all true story shit. But seeing that these 14-year-old kids were falsely accused by, like, the police department, like, pretty much just forced them into, like, confessing to something that they didn't do.
They just kept these young kids and just
bullied them,
yeah.
Into
hold on.
Sorry, but yeah. So these kids are just first of all they're 14 years old, 15, and one's 16. And they're like a couple of them 14, and they're just. Let me Google this up too. I'll bring it up so we have little facts. Accused of raping and killing a girl when they weren't even. Central Park is humongous.
Right.
Humongous.
Right.
Now, like I say, each show is biased. I'm not taking the side of the cops. I'm just saying each show's biased. So I thought it was going to be like both sides that were kind of shown because like the way the show starts off is just
like you
like
can see that it's not.
you follow the kids and they were like, "Oh, let's go to the park," and they pretty much just go to watch like two kids fight, like a fist fight. That doesn't mean, and then the cops show up and just start fucking beating the shit out of these kids, chasing them around and shit. Like,
yeah, the cop hits the one with a fucking
hits one with a helmet and a little poor 14-year-old kid.
Yeah,
and then the interrogation shit. This episode 1, which you said it made you uncomfortable, is just fucking brutal. The way they just
right, and they're keeping these kids for
what
fucking 24
hours. What are you gonna do at 14
and
years
shit,
old
like,
when you're in a jail cell for 24 hours and shit? You know what I mean? Like,
what are you gonna do at fucking 30 years old when you're subject to that? You know what I mean? Let alone
you're gonna
kid.
say I need a lawyer and get the fuck out of my face.
Well,
not saying it's that easy, but
that's
they
what I'm
didn't know.
saying.
They don't know shit.
Right.
Well, first of all, they're not even allowed to be interrogated. I don't think without their parents there.
Right. If you're under 16, so
Right.
they were like trying to manipulate that too, like their ages. Like, no, well, you were 16 at the time, right? Whatever.
They just profiled these kids because they were Spanish, black in the park, and just.
And then you need to find somebody to pin
it
them,
on, yeah.
pin the shit on.
Could you imagine? All right, well, I'll give you a chance to watch it. We just gave a little thing. People who've seen it when they see us is awesome. But like, could you imagine being in prison for so long for something you didn't do?
It'd suck. And like the
I
problem
think
is
suck is
the
understating
problem is
that.
everyone in prison is like,
I'm innocent.
I'm
yeah.
innocent.
Yeah.
So when you actually are, it's like, yeah, sure you are, dude.
Yeah, right.
Whatever.
All right, so then we'll put that aside in case you ever watch it when they see it or when we have a guest on who really wants to talk about it. It is tough to watch, but fucking wild.
Like we said, Bob Lazar, we're saving.
We're saving The Society.
Right.
Banging show. Banging show. Now,
What's it on?
Netflix.
Okay.
Everything we watch on, I don't have any premium cable anymore.
Well, that's why did it start on Netflix?
Yeah, it's a brand new show.
Okay, because there's shows on
Came
Netflix
out like a
that
month ago.
were from
10 episodes, we watched
NBC
it.
and shit like
So I'll give you the synopsis.
synopsis.
Let me bring up a picture for you while we wait till you see me try to spell The Society. So funny.
There you go. Enter. Fucking nailed it.
The Society cast. Let's just do some images. So they're all young kids. They're seniors in high school. Is
In
what
the
they're-
show, not in real life.
In the show, yeah. Well, whatever.
They're probably 35 in real life.
So they live in like a rich small town in Connecticut. It's called New Haven. I don't even know if it's a real place or not. I never. Newham or New Haven. New Haven's a real
I think
place.
New Haven's real, yeah.
Right. So it's called Newham. So they get done. I don't even know if they graduated exactly yet or not. I forget the first little part, but they're going on their like senior trip. You all right, dude?
Did you ever drink beer?
Sure, man. So they go on a bus ride, and their
Down my
parents
shirt
send them
and
off
pants.
and shit. And like, there's like 4 buses that they're taking them. They're going like last week of school or whatever it is. They go to
Good thing it's a wicking material. Don't get any
dry fit, and they take the kids
wicks the beer off you.
to a campsite where they're supposed to stay for like a week. Like that's their senior.
Camp
Yeah. So
Oh, you didn't go there. Never
no, I
mind.
sure haven't. And the kids are on their way, and something happens like landslide, blah blah blah. The bus driver's like, we have to turn around. So they turn around the 2 or 3 buses of the senior class. I don't know how many people were there, 230, 250. It's not like a huge school or a huge class, seniors. And they turn the buses around, and they come home and drop them off. It's like, I don't know, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, because they were driving through the night and all that shit.
Right.
So they drop them off. They're like, oh, trip's canceled. Go back. They go back off the bus, and their parents aren't waiting for them or anything. So they're like, oh, okay, well.
3 in the morning.
It's
okay,
late.
cool.
Whatever. Let's just go back. Maybe our parents didn't know or some shit. Like they're calling their parents. They're not getting a hold of anybody. It keeps going to like, the answering machine or like the Wi-Fi's out or something. So they they're in the town. They start walking to their houses and shit. Anyway, long story short, everybody's missing in the town.
Okay.
All their parents are missing. Everybody's missing.
Brothers, sisters, friends.
Everybody's missing. The only people who are in this town is the senior class. So okay.
Did like a bomb explode or something, or like
Landslide.
everything's intact, but like all the houses are intact?
All the houses are intact. So long story short, whatever. Remember the book Lord of Flies?
Yeah.
So the Lord of Flies is basically like what? Like a private school. Little young kids, they're like 12 or something. They're like stuck on an island, and they have to figure out how to
They were
survive.
even younger than that. I thought they were like friggin' 8.
Whatever
Anyway.
it is. So this is basically like a
Long
new
time ago.
style of Lord of Flies, but it's like modern day. So they're not stuck in like the wilderness or anything, which is kind of cool. but
Right, it ain't lost.
it's not lost. They're in their town, so we're stuck in our town that we grew up in, but, like, nobody's in it but the senior class.
But, like, nothing else has changed. Like, they still have I have the key to my parents' house.
Yeah.
I can still get
but
in.
you can't leave the town. Like, the street, say there's 1 or 2 streets that get in and out. Like, this one bridge was washed away. It was, like, these landslides. So there's 3 ways to get into town. There's 3 landslides there. And you, like, can't get in or out of the town.
Well, it's good because my parents own a helicopter, so
Yeah.
I just take that.
Well, a couple of them try, like,
Later,
walking through
bitches.
some of them try walking through the woods to get there, and the woods just keep going on and going on.
Ah.
Like, there's no end. You can't, like, just go through the woods.
Right.
And then one chick gets bit by a snake, shit like that.
Mm.
And there's no doctors or anything.
So it's in Australia, is what you're saying.
It could be. It's in Connecticut.
Down under.
New Hampshire. So the whole thing of the show is these kids coming up or trying to survive. There's a supermarket and shit, so it's not like they're out hunting for food. It's like them being stuck in a new age just with no law, no adults. So just a bunch of 18-year-old kids.
Does the supermarket run out of food?
Well, they start, like, planning, like, yo, we can't just go in there and eat shit. So, like, they come up with this thing called the guard. Like,
And
somebody
you're like, I get all the Oreos, first of all.
But, like, they just start coming up with all these rules. It's a brand new society. So I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, damn, like, the concept's so cool where, like, who would be in charge? Like, I guess the chick
Probably
who was in
me.
charge is, like, the class president, so she just kind of takes it over. And they start coming up with, like, rules slowly by slowly. And they start counting the food because they don't know when they're going to leave. They're like, yo, you can't eat this much because we're eventually going to run out of food. You can't just start.
Right, and you're fat, so you don't get any food because you have fat stores to go off of. I
Right.
don't. I don't have an ounce of fat on
But,
this
like,
body.
I'm sitting there thinking,
Except
I'm like,
for the
what
fat.
rules would we come up with?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's
Like, some of
there's-
the rules I don't like, some of the rules I do like. You have to come up with something. You can't just be like a free-for-all.
Well, I think there would be, like, the first set of rules would be, like, the common rules, like stealing and killing and all that kind of stuff. And then you kind of just, because I wouldn't want to impose too many rules too quickly.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I know a lot of the rules that we have in real life, but maybe we don't need some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe we take it a different way. Yeah, we have a police force and a fire department and all that kind of stuff. But, like, maybe you don't need that. Like, you have the ability to rebuild society
That's exactly
your
it,
own
yeah.
way.
So they're like, let's make this right, all the shit. But the
Like,
thing
why
is,
not try something different instead of just doing the same shit?
But the thing is, some people do want power, even at
Right.
that young age. And what happens? Like, you don't need a fire department, or they have a thing called a guard, where, like, a couple of them stand outside, like the ShopRite or whatever. I'm like, dude, you can't go in there. You can only eat at the cafeterias where you're allowed to eat. That's where all the food is, and, like, people make it. So, like, they start giving each other jobs. But the thing is, like, you're saying, like, oh, we don't need, like, a police force or anything. One of the kids gets murdered.
Right.
So now you're just like,
That's what I'm saying. So, like, you would
Fuck.
come up with a couple rules first, and then you would kind of just make up rules. All right, so
well, if you're
I
with
forgot about steal. Like, for example, I forgot about stealing, so now you can't steal because Ev stole a bunch of shit.
right.
You know what I mean? Like, you learn by example.
Well, there's a
pretty
thing,
much.
too, like, is what's yours, or do we share everything?
Right.
Because some of the kids have real big, their parents are really rich and have huge mansions. Other people's are whatever. Like, do we all just go back to our own houses and just, how do we start sharing food? They don't know.
Your
like,
neighbor's gone, too. They didn't have any kids. Let me get there.
Yeah, I would definitely start sneaking into people's houses.
Fuck yeah.
But I'm saying, like, so a kid gets murdered, and you're just like, oh, shit. Just like, it's not like they fucking shot them in front of everybody.
Right.
So-
And we ain't got DNA analysis. I don't know
How are you
going to
figure out who shot this person? There's no cameras. So they're just like, oh, my God, who here has a gun? I don't know. How many people's parents have guns in their houses?
Right, probably a lot of them.
So there's a lot, and you're just like, all right, well, what do we do with the person if we find them? What do we do? There's just, like, seeing people trying to figure out a new society, a new life, like the rules. But then you're sitting there walking around not knowing who killed somebody. But then you're just like,
You and your friends are dead!
but then there's 50 or 250 of you, and you're just like, oh, shit. Like,
And you try to narrow it down because you know
there's
a good chunk of them. So you're like,
yeah.
this dude wouldn't do it. But, like, I could see this dude, this chick doing it.
This person's creepy.
Yeah.
You know, this person doesn't like each other and shit. But, like, all right, so if we find out they did it, what do we do?
Kill that motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just everything.
So who's got to kill him? I'll shoot him.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, is everything just sentenced to death if you do something wild? Like, what's the rules? Like, do you set a precedence? Do you...
Right.
What kind of jail are you going to have?
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
How do you
So
start a jail?
It's
You stole. I'm putting you in jail for a month. Like, what?
I'll cut your hand off.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the eye for an eye society.
A little aggressive.
And that's the rules. I don't know what to tell you. But obviously, like I said, obviously you know a lot of the rules, but are some of them not needed? Are some of them stupid? Are some of them...
What happens, like...
You have the ability to rebuild society your own way.
One of the girls is pregnant.
No one's a nurse.
Who the fuck's going to deliver that baby?
I'll tell you that.
What happens when someone gets sick or some shit like that?
You guys remember health class? Because somebody's got to figure this out.
Dude, so there's a lot of shit, and you're just thinking about it. You're like, oh, man, like...
Like, are they still, like, being...
They get fucked up a lot. Like, they're
I was going to
steady.
say, do they get fucked up?
Oh,
like,
dude, they're walking around smoking weed and just drinking beers in the street, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But then again...
Because that's a rule that I would get rid of.
Oh, yeah.
Drinking in the street.
Yeah.
Why can't I walk to my friend's house down the block with a beer in my hand?
You're telling me we're not going to be playing fucking NHL for 24 hours straight, drinking beers in our parents' house, just doing the damn thing? But then people have jobs. Oh, you have a job at the cafeteria, or somebody's got to cut this grass. Somebody's got to take out the trash. Who's collecting all the trash? Who's...
Right, and how do you got to get paid for it because I want to use it to buy
Here's
more.
another thing, too. So
or do you automatically get
So you're not
food?
exactly in the wilderness, but water's got to run out eventually, right? It's not like there's just a... What about the sewage? Like flushing toilets and PSE&G is not just going to show up and...
Right, and fix it.
You're going to run out of electric, right? Like somebody's got to reproduce the electric, right? Isn't that what PSE&G does and shit?
I don't know.
So
I got solar panels, dog.
Well, either way.
And I'm good. Get out of my house.
That's
I got
what I'm saying.
electric
So, like,
running.
you got to conserve electricity, too. What happens if the electricity goes out? What happens when you run out of food?
Right. Or down wires.
What happens if a tree comes down and knocks down the power?
How do you get... Do I got to cut one side? How's it...
Like, there's
I don't
wild
know how
shit.
it works.
People are, like, driving cars around flying. Like, why are you driving? We're not going anywhere. Like, run out of gas and shit. So there's, like... Imagine starting from scratch at the age of 18 and just being like, fuck, what are we going to do?
Well, I think what makes it even harder is you can't expand the area that you're in.
Yeah.
Like, let's say that food starts to run out. We need to grow food.
Yep, you got to start
Or we
gardening.
need to hunt food. But, like, there's houses here. There's no farmland. There's no deers running around. There's no
you're in like
elk.
a town.
Right. That's what I mean. So that's
It's not deers just walking in the streets.
right. So that's where it becomes a problem when you can't expand. Like the early hunter-gatherers could move to a different area. They could move to an area by water. They could move to an area that had a lot of buffalo in it.
How do you start gardening without, like...
Seeds. I mean, I guess that you have to save your shit from the supermarket.
I don't know. You got to... Right, well, you have to freeze all the meat.
Right, unless it's some kind of magic that's going on. Like you said, that the forest didn't end when she was trying to get out through it.
Right, so it's suspicious where they are.
So if it's some kind of magic that, like, replenishes the food, all right, that's one less thing we have to worry about.
Right, I'm not going to, like, spoil alert any of it, but there's two, like, mysterious things that are never, like... Well, I'm not going to spoil alert it. There's just weird things that are going on that don't exactly make sense. Obviously, everybody disappeared. But there's, like, a weird smell that comes and goes.
So you're like, oh, they died from CO2 poisoning.
I don't know. And there's, like, no end to anything. Like, you can't leave where you're at. So, like, you're stuck in this little area.
Right. And I think the crazy part, I don't know how deep
And just think of a bunch of the seniors, like, just fucking each other. More people are getting pregnant. What's going to happen now?
I don't know how deep, how far this series goes. But just think about, like what happens after they run out of food in the supermarket. Now I'm going to eat you.
It's going to get even more... Yeah, it's going to get very fucking violent.
I'm not going to die.
I'm not going to die.
I'm going to take somebody out with me.
Yeah. It's a very interesting show. I love the concept. Like, I loved it.
But you said you weren't a fan of the actual show itself, like just the
No,
concept.
the show was good. The show is definitely good. Like, I can't wait for season 2, which will be a whole nother... That's the only thing that sucks about Netflix. You bang through a season, and it was 10 episodes. You bang through it in 10 days, and you're
That's why you got to space yourself out, man.
Yeah, well, that's why premium cable shows are better. Like, once a week, keeps you more on edge.
because you can't slow down. No. I can slow down.
Okay, good for you, man. What do you want me to tell you?
Pace yourself.
Well, that's why
Show some goddamn self-control.
I finished it, and now I just started Dexter.
Or just do that. Start something else.
There's plenty of shows to restart.
But
anyway,
the problem is,
the
a lot of
Society
Netflix shows, they don't give you a recap of what happened. So, like, you're telling me now I have to watch that series again?
Yeah.
Just because you won't tell me?
Yeah.
And you forget, like, the relationships and shit? And
yeah.
they're not like last time on...
I know, they need to do that. Well, if you watch a show from, like, Showtime, they have it because it's
Right.
built in. But, like, Netflix doesn't do... Their Netflix original shows, they're not huge on recaps, which is kind of annoying.
Right.
Because they just assume you're binging it. I'm not binging it.
Right, but...
I don't have 10 hours.
But here's the thing. It's one thing if you binge a season. If there's 4 seasons, like, I can't binge all 4.
Nah.
Like, you're going to do a little bit at a time.
Exactly.
Or when you get to the end, you're going to stop, and then they're going to put up another season next year, and you need a recap for that.
Oh, shit.
I haven't watched it in
May
a fucking year.
Okay, well, either way. Very fucking good.
So season 2 is up?
No. It started May 10th.
Right, so that's why I said if you watch all 10 episodes, it doesn't come out till next May.
Yeah.
You're going to need a recap, Netflix.
But it's just so funny
if
how
Netflix is listening.
If just seeing how like people would change, and I'm sitting there just thinking of like our senior class and shit, and you're just like, who would take over, and would you be happy with it? Like they learn out rules. Like I'm impressed by some of them. Like they have a leader, and then all of a sudden there's like, all right, you know what? We don't want this to be a dictatorship. We're gonna have
let's vote
an election. So if you want to run for mayor, here's a sign-up sheet. But a lot of people don't want to fucking do it either.
Right. Because a lot
First
of
of all,
hassle that
there's
comes
a couple
with
of people where like I'd probably be one of them. I'm just like, I'm just not gonna listen to your rules.
Right. Okay. Cool.
But that's what I'm saying. That's when they
solid rule, dude.
That's
Talk
when they
to you
send
later.
the guard, which is like I don't know, like 6 football players who are obviously bigger and like beat the shit out of kids, and they like knock at your door. I'm just like, ah.
But then here's the thing: what happens when they get corrupted? What if I'm like, dude, I'll give you all the food that I get to go beat the shit out of the mayor?
Or what if I just shoot somebody through the fucking door?
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
What if that happens?
Yeah, I got plenty of food in my house, and I'll eat it when I want. Everyone get away from my house.
Right.
But then there could be 20 people who just shoot my house up. So, like, I don't know. I don't know how violent it could possibly get, but it could.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, do you just want to keep the peace and just be like, all right, everybody, we're walking in the streets drinking. There's plenty of alcohol. Just relax.
See, I wish that there was, like, I wish that real life was played out like a video game.
Mm-hmm.
Where, like, we could try that out.
On top of somebody?
No, no, we could try that out.
You just get 5 stars and nothing happens.
Right.
Start shooting helicopters
exactly.
down.
Like I want to get in a high-speed chase down the highway.
Yeah.
And just see
Makes
like
sense.
if I'm like dicking in and out of traffic and I can get away from the cops. Like that'd be awesome.
Wasted.
But then 1, I could die.
Sure.
And 2, I'm not going to jail.
No.
So like I wish I could be like I could finish it and go back to the cops and be like, yo, that was fun, right? Talk to you later.
All right, guys.
Like, all right, man.
This is playtime.
Right, like it was a video game, or like we could set it up to try the society,
dude,
and just see how it goes.
It's very interesting. It's just such an interesting concept.
I wish it could be, and like if you died day 1 of the society, well now you get to watch.
Like you almost want it to be like a serious game.
That's what I mean.
Like what's the thing where they lock you in a room and you have to get out?
The escape rooms.
Yeah, like a serious type of
exactly.
that. An escape room that's a month long.
Right. And just see what happens, and if you die in the society, then you just watch.
So it almost be like a
end.
game show, but just something like that.
Real.
Yeah.
Just real.
Just more realistic.
No, like you can't do anything else. Like you're playing like Call of Duty or something like that, and you die, and now you're watching somebody else.
Yeah.
That's what I want it to be.
So
like
if you
die
get
in
eliminated,
society,
you're done.
You now you have to watch until the show's over. Obviously, it can't be like that. I know it can't have, but that's what I wish it could be.
Anyway, dude, I just loved the whole concept, and it's very fucking interesting.
Yeah, it seems it.
But because it's so cool, because you're like, oh my god, I hate that character, I hate this character, I hate that character. And you're sitting there, you're thinking, like, damn, if there was no rules, you're just like, dude, if it was dark out, I'd definitely shank this guy. Or I'd, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's, like, people, like, you're plotting out, you're like, dude, I'd take him out if I had to.
In a heartbeat. And see him in the fucking
Anyway,
woods.
The Society, I highly recommend it. The concept is better than the show, but the show's still really good.
Right. Yeah, check it out.
And now I'm on the Dexter, so I'll be talking about that until you're done, Bob Lazar, and When They See Us.
Yeah. Because I'm watching Justified right now.
All right, so we'll do a whole episode on like sports and NBA free agency. We'll just do that another time this week. We have a couple days coming off because of 4th of July coming up and all that shit, so we'll squeeze another episode or two in. Because we were thinking about just doing episode. We'll keep the weekly podcast for just anything that comes to mind, but we might do just like a couple special ones that are just like an hour long of whatever. No top fives or anything, just let's just talk Sixers or NBA free agency. Because NBA free agency's out of control.
For sure.
Out of control.
For sure. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
And like the Eagles season will be starting soon, or like college football. Like we might just do like our sports things for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
You know what I mean? Just throw them in there for like whoever wants to listen, because
for S's
we
and
can't
G's.
just start squeezing in sport. I mean, you could talk sports for fucking 10 days.
Right.
You know, we can't just be
10
throwing
days.
that 10 days, throwing that in. Are we gonna do top 5? We have
Yeah, let's
anything
get
else?
to top 5.
All right, let's do top 5, and we'll be back with the top 5.
Let's go.
Welcome to the Garage with Evan and Friends, presented by Man Cave Complex. It's our host site. Get our podcast on there. Get all of our merch. You want some merch? Put in the promo code Garage10. Get 10% off. We are trying to give them away. They're basically free.
That's GARAGE10.
They're basically free. Check out our YouTube channel. It's where you get all the videos. You can see what we look like in the flesh. Or on camera, whatever. Get us on all your podcast medias. To my left, as always, my co-host, the rookie producer of the year, Mr. Ryan Ruckus.
Hey, Ev, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. We've just been talking for 2 hours. I'm gonna act like I haven't seen you yet, but we just do a new intro every time we start our top 5. What's our top 5 tonight? Something of a sweet tooth type of thing. You understand? Now, it's your favorite desserts. It was very hot today. I was going to try to build it up. Now, we were talking about top 5 today. We had a guest coming on. They backed out. No big deal. So you're like, all right, well, what do you want to do, top 5 or just me and you? I was like, I don't know. It's 110 degrees out right now. I would love to do top 5 ice creams because I just seen Mr. Softy drive by. I can't catch him on my mower right now, but I could have.
You tried to.
I could have. But you're like, all right, well, when we do this.
If you get that new John Deere, I'll tell you.
If you do this, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just make it top desserts.
Right.
And now by top desserts, I left out candy because we did candies.
Right.
So dessert is like your typical after dinner, either at a restaurant or holiday type thing, or like your little nightcap that people always like. Cookies, cake, ice cream. If you go to Rita's, whatever your donut, whatever your dessert
pleasure.
would be. I mean,
whatever your pleasure.
Everybody knows what the hell dessert is, but just not candy bars is what I left out. That's not my. That's
Right.
a different type of thing. That's like a snack, I guess. I don't know.
Right. And like we always have to do, I want to clarify mine. I went super basic.
Oh,
because,
wow.
like, here's the thing. There's always some kind of, like, fucking specialized cupcake that you can get that has, you know, it's a s'mores cupcake where it's a chocolate crust with the marshmallow filling with the graham cracker on top or something like that. Like, something super dope. Don't get me wrong. I love that. I love anything s'mores. I love anything with cinnamon. I love anything with Oreos. I love all that cookie dough, whatever. I love all that kind of stuff. But you can make so many specialized desserts just with one of those things. You can put Oreos in anything.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it becomes good.
Yeah.
So I tried to keep it like standardized so that I didn't just have 5 different types of Oreo desserts or 5 different types of cookie dough dessert. You know what I mean? I tried to run down the center a little bit.
Okay, I did the complete opposite.
Nice.
I did strictly 5 specialties.
Nice.
Like I'm giving you the name brand, why I like it, and what I like. Now, I'm not a huge dessert guy. Like I never have dessert, but don't get me wrong, I'm a human. I like sugar and I like sweets. So there's definitely things like, because like say it's like a holiday or we're at a party or whatever, I'd rather drink than go over and eat cake. Like I'll just get that off the thing. I'm not a cake guy. Like that's not gonna get me. Whatever. Let's just get into it.
Fired up. Cake's not gonna get me fired up.
Now, shout out to all the. I'll read off. If I read off some of the.
Yeah, read off some of them because
I love
the same as ours.
Putting it up on Instagram and everybody responding. Thank you to everybody who responds. Just keep doing it. It's super fun, like seeing everybody's feedback and having you guys like part of the show. It's awesome. So let's take a look at some of the shit that people wrote. All right. So you put up and don't say anything. I'm just gonna throw them out there.
Yeah.
Milkshake, Cinnabons. Dude, people love dirt.
Dirt?
Is it on your list?
No. It's
all right.
not.
Well, dirt is just like crumpled up cookies on top of pudding, and they'll put like the gummy worms in them and shit.
Don't get me wrong. I love pudding too. Like I'll buy the fucking.
Oh yeah.
The quick
snack packs.
Yeah.
And shit?
No. The quick make your own shit.
Oh, you make pudding?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
You a big pudding guy?
Yeah.
Jello's weird. Jello feels like someone just shot a fucking load in my throat.
Yeah. I don't make the Jello.
Nah.
But I'll do the ones the non-cook ones because
okay.
when you cook it, you get like that layer on top. Some people like that like thin film layer on top. I'm not a big fan of it, so I do the non-cook ones. Plus, I don't have the patience. I just want to put it in the fridge. Give me like 10 minutes, and then I get to eat it.
Okay.
But again, I'll get like a cookies and cream thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
I hear you.
I could have put that on there.
So they had dirt, Rice Krispie treats, anything peanut butter.
Come on, Rice Krispie treats? What are you in third grade?
Twist on a cone with rainbow sprinkles. Okay. Fresh baked cookies and milk, or funfetti cupcakes.
Right.
Cannolis, dirt, brownies with ice cream. But all right, so we got shit. We got shit here. We can do it. So.
And I think most of those stayed down the center, like I was gonna do.
I'm down with that.
All right, you want me to start?
Yeah, start. Let's do it.
All right. My number 5 is mostly because of the icing, and I love the icing on it, but it's red velvet cake.
Really?
That cream cheese icing, especially if you get like a thick red velvet cake and it's the 2 layers where they can put the icing in the middle too.
Red velvet cake, huh?
They icing the middle, and then they put another layer of red velvet, and then they can ice in the top. That way it's double the icing because it's the icing that makes it good. Don't get me wrong, the cake part's good, especially you get like a nice moist.
Ooh.
You said you don't like cake, but like you get a nice moist cake, let me tell you.
Yeah, I hear you. The word moist really gets people
I'll fuck that all day. No, but that's what I'm saying. It's mostly the icing in that case. But even like the mini cupcakes with them with red velvet. Yeah.
I like it.
I fucks with red velvet. I'll get like red velvet cheesecake or something like that. That's why I didn't want to go down. Red velvet's my number 5. It's not even my favorite type of like ingredient in desserts, but I can name 30 different red velvet things that
cream cheese
could put.
Cream cheese isn't a dessert, but like if you add cream cheese to shit, it makes it that much better.
So, yeah, I always have a.
It's like that gut paste. Cream cheese is like that gut paste.
Yeah.
That dessert dairy gut paste.
But like I said, I'll get it at like we go to like cheese. If we go out on the night.
There you go.
To the Cheesecake Factory.
Red panty night. If something
we have
good's gonna happen.
crazy night, and we go to the Cheesecake Factory.
First of all, the Cheesecake Factory menu is like the Old Testament.
And
get it the fuck away from me.
That's how you know it's shit.
Every page has advertising on it, I ain't got time.
And they have 300 fucking pages because they have 300 fucking items. So if you have that many items, it's already cooked back there. It's dog shit.
Yeah, it's too much.
I'm not paying for it.
What are you guys selling? What is the, you know what I mean?
But I'll take your cheesecake.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, fur. My number 5 is the only cake. I'm not a big cake guy. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I have to, whatever. But cheesecake.
Okay.
My number 5 is cheesecake.
Now, any kind of specific cheesecake? Speaking of the Cheesecake Factory, you should have jumped in right there.
They have good cheesecake for sure.
Yeah,
but like,
and they mix it up a little bit. That's what I'm saying. I can get it cookies and cream.
I'm not even worried about the strawberry sprinkled on top, like the drizzle and shit. It's good, but the best part about the cheesecake, it's creamy, it's all that shit. But like, if you mix it with that fucking crust, that graham cracker.
That's what I was gonna say. If you don't say the crumb, I'm gonna come over this table,
nice
even though we're sitting next to each other.
Crumb. Oh, but yeah, I mean, I'm not turning down a piece of cheesecake. I mean. I've never had a bad piece.
I'd almost rather have the kind that only has like maybe an inch to an inch and a half of cheesecake, and then it has the crumb underneath of it.
Ooh.
Because like it's the crumb that makes it good. Again, it was the icing on top of the red velvet cake that makes it good. It's the crumb on the bottom of the cheesecake that makes it good.
It's phenomenal.
Especially when you get to the end and you have a little bit of the bottom and you have the whole side of it.
And
if
don't
you
get
get
me
a
wrong.
cheesecake that doesn't have the crumb around the side, what are you guys doing?
What are you doing?
You know how to make a cheesecake?
Apparently not.
That's right.
Apparently not.
That's right.
And you know what? The strawberry drizzle, I'll fucking take it because I do like that.
Yeah.
Get the whipped cream out of my face.
Right. A little caramel drizzle.
What the fuck am I doing? What is that? Dessert pubes? What's whipped cream? Dessert pubes that you put on top?
Because it's always warm compared to the
what
cheesecake.
are you doing?
And you're like, it's hot and cold in your
Get
mouth.
these fluffy dessert pubes off my fucking cake. The fuck out of here.
My number 4 is as specific as I get.
Let's do it.
Because it's an apple crumb pie with ice cream. So I'm talking about the kind that you get at like Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's apple pie, but it has like almost like a coffee cake crumb on top.
I can't do a coffee cake. Why don't you hold a screen up to your face and I'll throw shit at it?
Because again, I'm a big fan of cinnamon. Cinnamon, cookies and cream.
Oh yeah.
Cookie dough.
Cinnamon in the right doses. Because cinnamon could get you carried away.
Correct.
Cinnamon can get carried away real quick.
You know how you have to know how to use your cinnamon.
Oh, for
and
sure.
To be honest with you, it's cinnamon sugar.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, I don't
it's
want
not just
big
cinnamon.
red. Like Fireball, I'll fucking barf right now.
Cinnamon sugar. Like cinnamon sugar, those little Philly pretzels.
Yep. Oh,
Are
forget
you fucking kidding me?
Do you remember when Taco Bell had those swirls? They had like the cinnamon swirls? Dude,
and they were like giving them away, too. They were like,
remember when
don't matter.
Napoleon Dynamite used to walk around with tater tots in his pocket?
Yep.
I would do it with the cinnamon swirls.
Evan, give me some of your swirls.
And then since Embler used to bully me in high school, he used to kick my pocket. Let me get some of your swirls. I was like, get out of here, meathead. And he would crush all my shit in my pockets.
And then he did that dance on stage. It was crazy. But yeah, the cinnamon, because the cinnamon in the crumb and the warm apple pie.
Yes.
With a nice cold, speaking of hot and cold, with a nice cold ice cream on top. Especially when the ice cream starts melting a little bit and it just covers the apple pie. And apple pie is a classic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a classic.
It's American.
So, apple crumb pie with ice cream.
My number 4, it's a little premature for some people, but my top 3 are all going to be the same kind of thing. My number 4 is, well, cookies are great, but like, let's just get ahead and do the gold standard. Homemade chocolate chip cookies.
Especially fresh from the oven.
Come on, man.
No, here's the kicker on chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah.
When they tell
I like
you
them a little harder.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yes.
I was going to go the opposite way because I was going to say when they tell you to cook them 15, do me a favor, just cook them for like 10, 11.
You like them doughy.
Yeah.
I don't dislike them doughy.
Yeah.
But I like them
doughy.
I like them hard. I like a little well done, burnt. Chips Ahoy, they're the pre-made ones. I'll dunk them bitches in some milk.
Okay, so I like the pre-made ones hard, like Famous Amos.
Let's go, baby.
Chips Ahoy. I like those hard.
Keebler's, the ones with the little elves, they make some banging fudge cookies too. But I mean, don't get me wrong, homemade, soft bake. Come on, dude. Make you want to smack your mama.
Make you want to smack your mama.
Make you want to smack your mama.
Yeah, cookies. I mean,
and don't get me wrong, I love a bunch of, I love a bunch of fucking cookies. Peanut butter, oatmeal, all them homemade ones.
Especially you ever have the oatmeal chocolate chip ones?
No, but I'll have them. I'll try them if you have them on you.
Because you have oatmeal raisin, and the worst thing about the oatmeal raisin cookie is the raisin. So why don't we take out the raisin, put in chocolate chips?
Love it.
Banging.
Love it.
Banging.
Oatmeal chocolate chip. Love it.
Oatmeal chocolate chip. That's
Love
what
it.
I get.
You just changed my life.
I'm going to run out to the store right now.
I'm out of here.
Let's cancel the rest of this podcast. My number 3.
Yes.
And this is really a wild card because you never get to have them. I had them. I said we went to Central Taco after.
I already know what
I
you're
had them
say.
at Central Taco. Prior to that, I had them at National Stadium when I went down there in the very beginning of the baseball season. Prior to that, I probably had them in like 2012.
Okay.
So you don't get to have them a lot. Again, it's the cinnamon kick. Churros.
Yes.
Churros. A good fucking churro. And I don't even know what it is. It's just dough with cinnamon sugar, right? Like, I don't even know.
Yeah.
And it's crunchy on the outside, but it's soft on the inside.
Absolutely.
And I'll tell you what. They came out. They were on the menu. I had never been to this place, Central Taco. I went there. It was good. But they had churros on the menu, and I was like, we're definitely getting churros.
It's You almost get it as an appetizer.
For sure. I would have got them as
soup and a salad. I
as
want
an appetizer,
a churro.
as an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert, if I could have.
Damn.
But they came out, and there was like 6 mini ones.
Oh.
So I was a little bit disappointed.
You like the long daddies.
Right, because it was essentially...
You have no gag reflex, so you like to show off.
Put the whole thing in one.
You like to show off in front of the friends.
It was essentially like one real big churro cut in 6 pieces, and that's it.
Oh, so they hustled you.
Yeah, a little bit.
That cost like $1 to make, maybe.
Yeah, if that. But they brought it out with the chocolate syrup, too.
Mm.
I dipped one in chocolate syrup. Chocolate syrup's good. Don't get me wrong.
Chocolate syrup.
I didn't dip the rest of them in there.
I'll put it on some tits.
That's where they belong, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I'll put them on some tits.
No, but I didn't dip the rest of them in there because
That's not what
the
you want.
churro is so good by itself.
Doesn't need anything.
It's so good.
It's very good. Good for you.
And I don't get to have them
And this
enough.
is what I'm
Shout
saying.
out
Like,
to the
I love a
churro.
churro, but if I would see it, I would just keep walking. Like, that's what type of dude I am. I'm
Right.
disrespectful. That's what I am.
To the rest
I'm
of us.
disrespectful. All right, what am I at? 3?
3.
All right. And the reason I had the chocolate chip at 4 because my 3, 4, 5 is all ice cream.
3, 2, 1.
That's what I said. Booty traps. So my 3, 2, 1 is all ice cream. And I'm going to start it off with, I don't know how far or how expanded they are, but I'm going to go with my number 3, Rita's Gelati. Now, I'm a huge gelati guy. The combination of ice cream and water ice, it's my life.
Here's the thing.
Go ahead.
I love a gelati.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'm not a huge water ice guy.
Okay. I just like the, I wouldn't I wouldn't get water ice. I don't like it by itself as much as I like it with the ice cream because the ice cream's a little bit harder, and then with the water, it's water ice obviously. Duh. But I'm saying like different consistencies. Like it.
Right.
Just,
Right.
and my go-to is vanilla ice cream, mint chocolate chip, water ice.
Okay. See, I don't like mint chocolate chip either.
Well,
so,
it's because you're from Russia.
but that would be I would get a gelati if I went to Rita's.
Okay.
But I don't go to Rita's often because I'm not a huge fan of water ice. Water ice is good, I guess. It's like a snow cone. It's like a softer snow cone.
Snow cones are tough. I'll be honest. Snow cones are tough.
Snow cones are terrible.
And they put like that, like it's ice, and they just put like sugary water on it. That like
Yeah.
the dude probably stirred with his dick because he's a pedophile, just walking down with a fucking cart, fucking clown face.
Where'd you even get this cart, dude? Get out of
Yeah,
here.
get out of here, dude. Are you on the fucking list?
But you are now.
Are you on the fucking list right now, dude?
But I'm not a huge fan of water ice, so I don't go to Rita's.
Okay.
But if I go to Rita's, I'm gonna get a gelati
Okay.
because, like you said, the altering consistencies.
Uh huh.
Also, it's a dessert with less of the thing that I'm not a huge fan of, and more of the thing that I like with ice cream. You know what I mean? You're replacing some of the thing that you don't like with something that you do like.
Okay, no,
so
I got you.
it's a no-brainer.
So you're telling me to take it off my
I'll
list?
tell you what. I used to get.
So you're telling me I should take it
No,
off my
it's
list?
dumb. That's dumb, and you should feel dumb.
And I award you no points, and God have mercy on your soul.
But I'll tell you what I used to get. They still have like Alex's, Misto with Alex's lemonade.
They still have Alex Lemonade.
Yeah, that.
Where the
and-
fuck do you move to? Stop acting like you don't go to Rita's. Oh, you're
I
down
don't.
at the
I
custard
don't.
stand. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't go to Rita's.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
I mean, Rita's is just a block the other way.
Yeah, no, but the custard stand's the real deal.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I like the ice cream at the place down the street from you better. Meadows.
You like
it?
it? It's good.
Well, the thing that
I got the
get,
mixer,
I get the
Oreo thing. It's fucking good.
yeah,
The Mixed Blaster or something like that.
yeah, whatever that's called.
It's nice.
But I get the Oreo one too because they put full Oreos in there. Like you can taste the cream in between the
it's
Oreos.
Yeah, it's just like a softie from
Right.
Wendy's.
Where the Oreos that they do in the same thing, I think it's called a flurry over
Yeah.
at the custard stand. It's not full Oreos.
Yeah.
Like it's just like the crust of the Oreos, which
Crumbled.
is still good.
So they grind it up too much.
Right, and you don't get any of the cream in it.
I took a chance because I usually get the Oreo one too. The flavor of Oreos is too good to not get.
It's so good.
So I took a chance, and I love Nestle Crunch. I was like, all right, let me get the Crunch Bunch kind. What is it called? Like the Blast or something?
Yeah, something like that.
I got the
Arctic
Nestle
Blast or something like
Yeah,
that.
but the Nestle Crunch isn't a strong enough flavor for it to be
Yeah.
added into ice cream. So I took a couple. I was like, damn it. And I love Nestle Crunch Bunch. Don't get me
Right.
wrong. It's one of my. I think it was my favorite chocolate. But like, Reese's is strong where
And
you
you-
can mix that. Oreo is strong where you can mix that.
And you need to be smart with it too, because like I got the Butterfinger one because I like Butterfingers. I don't think you do, right?
It's okay.
Okay.
The texture of it's more weird for me.
But the problem is it like freezes in the ice cream.
Oh shit. Okay.
So like you can't it's like eating Milk Duds. It's like a Milk Dud one.
Yeah, Milk Dud would fucking break your jaw.
Right.
You-
So I don't want.
You're going to have to pack a lunch. You're going to eat a Milk Dud. You got your work cut out for you. You can pack a lunch.
But yeah, it like freezes, so don't get the Butterfinger.
For
even
sure
if you
not.
like Butterfingers.
Anything with caramel freezes, so the Twix is going to break your tooth too.
Yeah, exactly. Because I tried that too. Because Twix is my favorite. Anyway, my number 2. I thought I was cheating with this one, but I think somebody said it that you read off.
Go ahead.
So I guess it's not cheating, but it's cinnamon buns. And I was thinking I was
Well,
cheating.
that can just be the straight from cinnamon bun too. It's the
Right, not Cinnabon.
Cinnabon. Oh, okay, but
Just
cinnamon
buns.
Whatever.
I mean, maybe Cinnabon.
Yeah,
but
you like cinnamon.
yeah, I
Big
do like
cinnamon
cinnamon.
guy.
I do like cinnamon. It's coming out.
Big
in this, I
red
guess,
guy.
But I thought it was cheating because it's really like a dessert for brunch. But I like brunch so much, so why wouldn't I put a brunch dessert in my favorite desserts? I don't know. I don't know. But cinnamon bun. I mean, come on. It's cinnamon dough with icing on top.
Yes.
Especially that melted icing, or even if it's not melted, who cares? Yeah, I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
Even the ones. You ever have the ones from Wawa?
Oh shit. No, I've never gotten dessert from Wawa ever. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. Like I'm saying, like I don't buy dessert anywhere. So like that like donut fucking hole that you just walk by and they're like, oh, these are fresh donuts. I'm like, I know the people who work here. Somebody fucked this hole. I don't know if this is dried up semen or glaze, but I want.
I
no
see
part
him
of it.
looking out here, looking to see who's gonna buy the one that he fucked, and it's not gonna be me.
And you see the guy behind the counter smirking. He's like, yeah, good. Pick up that one.
No,
right
not
there.
that one. The one to
Yeah,
the one to the right.
Yeah.
But the ones at Wawa have like too much icing.
Okay.
Like that's too much for me. Like you can't even see the cinnamon because there's so much fucking icing on it. It's like a half an inch of icing. But Cinnabons, like I said, if you're gonna have a good brunch, you're gonna go in, you're gonna get yourself some pancakes or some eggs or some biscuits or something, maybe some mimosas. Why not top it off with a Cinnabon?
Yeah.
Cinnamon bun.
Now brunch
Or
is a
Cinnabon.
different story because you can get it's like it's a meal cap, not a nightcap, but a meal cap. Yeah,
Right.
it just
Right.
I
Yeah, I
agree.
wouldn't have cinnamon buns at the end of after dinner or something like
look at
that.
this.
That's what I'm saying.
I
That's
don't
why
know. My
I thought
mom
it
would
was
do
cheating.
what's the Doughboy? Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah.
So like they have like the ones that come in the thing.
Yeah.
You'd pop them out. My mom
yeah.
put them bitches in there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't listening to my basement.
But you can also do a bunch of different, like you
How
can.
do you feel about these before
can
we
cut
get
'em
into
up.
the like when the people are like, oh, if you would like this dessert, I would like you to order it before the meal because it takes the chef a little time to prepare
Takes
it.
45 minutes.
It's like the chocolate
Flan.
ones where you poke it. It looks awesome, and like all this shit comes out.
Oh yeah.
And all the like chocolate. Like when we go to Seasons 54, my mom always gets it. It looks great. Don't get me wrong.
52. Is that
Yeah.
different seasons?
Whatever. So I said booty traps.
You go to 54, not to 53.
I wonder how many people. Well, I don't know your number one, but I can imagine it's not going to be on our list, and people are going to freak out about it. Anyway, let me go to my
I
number
was gonna
two.
say, why don't we keep going before we just get in the random ones?
All right, what am I at number 2? Pancakes aren't a dessert. Look at that picture. I do like when shot glasses come out, like when they have like little cakes and like shot glasses. If you go to like a wedding or like a cool, like where you get different, like a limoncello in the
Right. They do that at Harvest, I think. They
Dude, I
bring
love that shit.
over
a tray.
the
Yeah.
tray, and then you choose one off
Seasons
the tray.
52 does that, yeah. And I just love the taste of limoncello. Are you making a new batch of limoncello anytime soon?
I can.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I really like that when you
For
made it.
summer.
I'm
Yeah.
too lazy to do it.
Yeah, it's not hard. I got all the shit, that the bottles and shit that you put it in. But pancakes can be a dessert if you get like specialized pancakes. Like you can get fucking s'mores pancakes, and that's a dessert because they're huge, they're thick, they have a ton of chocolate and marshmallows on it. Like the what's the place? Grand Lux
Oh yeah, it's the best.
has, I want to say like either like s'mores or Cinnabon or something like that pancakes. And I was gonna order it the one time. And the guy was like, that's like a dessert, like it's super sweet. And I was like, okay, then I'm not going to get that. He
Waffles
was like, yeah,
type.
people get that.
Grand Lux is owned by Cheesecake Factory. It's just like the nicer version of Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, yeah? Grand Lux is good. Cheesecake Factory is the people that think that they have high class, so they
Yeah.
don't go to Applebee's.
I love
They go to Cheesecake Factory for like a fancy
Yeah.
night out. That's what Cheesecake Factory is
I
for.
love Grand Lux.
Fuck yeah. Grand Lux
Love it.
is so good. Their drinks, the food, the brunch, fucking everything. So
Everything.
good. Go ahead.
My number 2, ice cream, of course, because that's what I do. Ben & Jerry's Gimme Schmore.
Ooh.
Now, I'm a huge... Well, Ben & Jerry's is fucking the shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm a huge marshmallow fan with my ice cream. I'm not a huge fan of chocolate ice cream. I mean, I don't dislike it, but I'm a huge fan of chocolate ice cream. And that mixed with the marshmallow, with the Carmelo Anthony. But, like, you just start
You see somebody called in to Stephen A. Smith's show? And was like, the Knicks, because he was so upset about the Knicks.
Oh, yeah, he was, like, crying on Twitter
and
shit.
He was like, the Knicks aren't totally out of it because Carmelo Anthony is still a free agent. He was like, nah, go to hell. Goodbye. And he hung up on him. Sorry, go ahead. You were talking about Melo.
Anyway, a graham cracker, the marshmallow, the chocolate, and then it's like chunks of chocolate chip because it's supposed to be Hershey's or whatever, but like chunks of chocolate chip. Ben & Jerry's does it right. And the thing is, too, with them shits, Haagen-Dazs and Ben & Jerry's, it's cheaper to buy like the big Turkey Hill container for like $5.
Yeah.
Problem is, I'll eat the whole fucking thing.
Right.
So I buy the pints because then I can only eat the pint.
Right.
Because I'll eat the whole fucking Turkey Hill, the Byers, the fucking whatever. I'll eat it all.
Right.
The Friendlies.
Plus, it tastes better.
Out of the little pint, this is my shit. I'm not sharing it. This is my little shit.
And some of the, like the Turkey Hill and the Briars, like some of it don't taste good, dude.
Mass produce and put in the thing. They put love into that.
Yeah.
Because there's another one I love too. I didn't put it on my list, but it's another marshmallow Ben & Jerry's one called Fish Food, where it's just chocolate, and then it's chocolate goldfish, and for some reason marshmallow and chocolate go together so good.
Fuck yeah.
But like I'm not a huge chocolate ice cream fan, but it's just like Rocky Road. I get the almonds with the marshmallow. Love it. Ice cream and marshmallow.
I can't do nuts in my desserts.
Well, it's because you're a homophobe, and I'm comfortable with my sexuality. My number
probably.
2
That's probably it.
is Gimme Sure. Gimme Sure. Gimme Sure. Gimme Schmore. Ben & Jerry's. Shout out to Ben & Jerry's.
Yeah, they know
Let's
what
get
they're
them
doing.
the fucking...
They know what they're doing over. You get Ben and Jerry on this bitch?
Let's get Ben & Jerry on this bitch.
My number 1 is a dessert that you buy, unlike all the other ones. But I swear, like 10, 12 years ago, the first couple times we got it, it was like $2.50. Now it's like $12. Because they know. Mm-hmm. Everyone loves it.
Go ahead.
And that's a cookie cake.
Wow. I didn't know that's where you were going with this.
I'll eat an entire fucking cookie cake myself.
So just a huge chocolate chip with ice cream on top of it? Or the icing?
Icing, yeah. You can throw some ice cream on it.
Yeah, because they come out really hot and they drop like the ice cream on it.
Yeah,
I
can
like
do that
too.
Yeah, like a skookie or something like that. Like
who does that? Nellie Bly's?
Yeah. Where they cook it in a skillet and then they throw some ice cream on it. I'll do that. That'll count as a cookie cake. It's a cake.
Whatever you want to do.
I was just thinking like the one that you get from like the grocery store.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay,
and you take over to your little cousin's birthday party.
Oh, I brought you
like
this, and you just start eating the shit out of it.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Is anyone going to eat the rest of this? Because I'll take it home, and then you just eat it on the car ride home. I can literally eat an entire one of those. I'll throw up afterwards.
Oh, of course.
But it'll be totally worth it.
Absolutely.
It'll be totally worth it.
Really
They're
like that.
so fucking good.
How do you feel about these? What are these called? What are these called? Scones?
No. That's not
No.
it. Click on the sweet treats gourmet desserts.
What are they fucking called? They sell them in the mall.
Yeah, in the Morristown Mall, or in the Cherry Hill Mall.
The fuck are they called? Chelsea loves them, and I tell her, I'm like, we're not.
Oh yeah, I've never tried them because I don't know how they taste, and
like every
how expensive are they in the Cherry Hill Mall?
I mean, I don't know because
like $1 per.
I tell her we're not allowed to truffle, Oreo truffles.
No, keep going down to the right. No, that's not it. Keep going.
Fuck, sorry guys for you ones listening.
Anyway, what's your number 1?
My number 1 is Mediterranean Mint Gelato from Tellini. It is thebomb.com.
Okay.
Gelato is just, I don't even know how to, let me look up the definition of gelato. Because gelato is just like a softer, because I like my ice cream hard. Right. I don't like soft served. But gelato's not hard either, but it's not soft. I don't know what makes something a gelato.
I don't know. Let's find out.
But Mediterranean Mint, because I'm a huge mint chocolate chip guy.
Yeah, I can't do mint chocolate chip because I
you
feel
don't
like
mint taste or
no. I like mint in my gum and my toothpaste.
Oh yeah, sure.
That's it.
It's a popular frozen dessert. It's just Italian. It's really based with sugar, generally on lower fat. Other styles of frozen dessert gelatos typically contain 70% less air and more flavoring than other kind of frozen desserts, giving it the density and richness That distinguishes it from ice cream. Okay, I don't know what that means, but
it's different than ice cream.
It's Italian ice cream, I guess. I don't know. But Mediterranean mint's my favorite flavor from Tellini, I believe it's called, is the brand. It comes in the little pint thing too.
Oh, you're still buying it from the store? You don't have to buy it? You said Tellini like it was a place
it's just like
I
a brand.
go to.
Tellini is just like Haagen-Dazs or Ben & Jerry's. It's just like the brand.
Okay.
And they have banging types of shit. Cookie dough, everything. But Mediterranean mints, I just love mint chocolate chips, so that's my favorite. I just love it.
I got to check them out because I like gelato's
good.
Yeah. But
Really
I didn't know that you could get it like in stores.
Yeah, you
I
can
thought,
get them in stores.
I thought you had to keep it at like
black cap, clear container.
I thought you had to keep it at like a certain temperature.
No, not that I know of.
Like that's what I
it's
thought.
It's next to Ben & Jerry's.
That's what made gelato different.
Let me
it's
see
like it was set at like a certain temperature. Like it couldn't get. It had to be warmer than the freezer or something like that. I don't know. Why are you looking up Tellini specifically? Why wouldn't you just look up
just
gelato?
So you know what you're looking for.
Oh. I was like, okay. Talenti.
That's what isn't that what I said?
That's definitely what you said. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, see, like, caramel crunch, banging. See, like, they're clear with the black caps.
Oh, I think I've seen them before.
So, like, my dad kept every single one that I ate because I ate, I don't know, 5 a week because I'm a fat idiot. And then he just, like started putting random screws and shit, screws and nuts and, like, washers in them. I was like, all right, Dad, just keep it. Sea salt caramel, forget about it. Dude, they're banging. Expensive, don't get me wrong. Like, they're like $5.
Okay.
But then again, who really gives a fuck?
When something's under $5, you're like, damn, this is fucking steal.
Yeah, who really gives
what
a
it
fuck? All right, let's run through. Dessert was kind of easy. Wasn't very exciting. We talked a lot in the first part of the episode, so we just kind of hummed through it.
No big deal. My number 5 was red velvet cake.
Yes, ma'am.
Number 4, apple crumb pie with ice cream.
Yeah.
Number 3, churros. Number 2, cinnamon buns. Number 1, cookie cake.
So you're a sticky guy. You're more of a sticky guy. That's how I'd describe you.
Well, that's cinnamon buns and I guess pie.
Churros are kind of sticky. Yeah. My number 5 is cheesecake. My number 4, chocolate chip cookies. I mean, just do the fucking math. I don't care if they come out of the oven that your mom made or you get Chips Ahoy. Chocolate chip cookies are the fucking tits.
Oh yeah, doesn't matter who makes them. You can't fuck them up either.
I eat the Quest protein ones, and I think I'm fucking in heaven.
Yeah.
My number 3 is Rita's Gelati, and to be specific, I do vanilla ice cream, mint chocolate chip, water ice.
Ooh.
My number 2 is Gimme S'mores, Ben & Jerry's, because I love s'mores. I love marshmallow in my ice cream. I like chocolate. Let's go. My number 1, Mediterranean mint gelato from Talenti.
Let's get out of here.
Let's get the fuck out of here, huh?
We might be back.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be
doing.
doing.
Week, but
yeah, we'll be adding some like random bonus episodes of just like NBA talk and random shit. We'll do some. Maybe we'll do like a 45-minute thing on. Maybe we'll just start putting up. We're doing this every week, but maybe we just start putting up like 45-minute just conversations about when they see us and shit. If you ever finish it, whatever.
Yeah, just little stuff. I'm down.
Hey, we're just gonna be shoving shit out there.
I'm down.
Content. You'll be sick of us real soon. Let's do it.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go home and put some water in Buck Nasty's mama's dish.
I couldn't have said it any better myself. Guys, thank you. Thank you for everybody who's been buying merch. Thanks for everybody who's supporting us. We love you guys. What's a big thing that helps support the podcast? Like going on iTunes and subscribing. You got to subscribe to the podcast.
Right. Subscribe.
Give us 5 stars if you like it. If you don't, who gives a fuck? Just whatever. Tell your friends. Word of mouth is most important.
Just listen and
social media
and send us some on Instagram or
you commenting on the top 5 shit that we put up on Insta. Like pics, write comments. I'll answer back.
Or don't. I don't give a fuck.
I mean,